What am I doing here all alone? I got things that I gotta do. Waiting for my friends to come along. I don't mean to sound so lonely. I can't help it if I lose.
Welcome back. We're back. We're back. And if you don't know who we are, well, I'm Salty.
And I'm Salvage.
And this is the Salty and Savage Show. And we are glad to be back. We took a 2-week hiatus, 1.5 week hiatus. I don't know. I had to take some time off. Savage had to take some time off. Life got busy. And, well, we're back, though. We didn't get canceled. Ha ha. Clickbait.
Clickbait, kind of, I guess.
Yeah, I hate
We didn't
clickbait,
like
but I went there. It was lame. We're not canceled. We're back. We were just busy. I was working on my comic book. You've been working at the record store.
I've been working at the record store. We also had I had my mother in town. What up, mother? Hopefully you're watching. I totally forgot to tell you the show was going, but my mother was in town for 2 weeks, and yeah, we had a great old time and went to a number of events. It was also rodeo week and Mexican Fiesta week. So we had rodeo that I went to. I should have brought up had video ready to show you the bucking Broncos and the stuff that was going on that I went to, and then watched a couple performances, a couple concerts, El King and Clint Black, which was awesome.
Clint Black.
Yeah, and then Mexican Fiesta week, which
It's that modern country music that nobody likes.
dude, Clint Black is amazing. That's 90s. It's amazing country, dude. That guy was that's so good. 80s, 90s country. He's good.
All right, well, I don't even know what we're gonna talk about, man.
Dude, we know what we're gonna talk into. We don't know what we're gonna talk about. We're kind of always just winging it. It's really great to see you, though. By the way, you were working on your comic book. So
Yeah.
what has been going on with that? Are we done? Are we in the final stages? What's happening on issue 3?
Pencils down. I am done drawing. I finished up the last 2 pages Friday. The last spread was sent off to the colorist. I did end up hiring a colorist because I'm too busy and I don't have time to do everything. So I hired a colorist and he's coloring the last of the pages, and then we're going to be lettering this week and next, and then hopefully we will be off to the printers by the end of the month. Fingers crossed.
Dude, that is awesome.
So I'm excited about that. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a really good story. I think it's gonna be a really good story, and I can't wait to bring it to you guys. It's gonna go dark, but I promise there's gonna be it's gonna be kind of like Our Future in America, where it's gonna go dark for a little bit, as like things happen and keep happening in the country, and things keep getting worse, and then everything's gonna get good again.
So
because we're gonna make America 80s again,
dude. Making America 80s again. Yeah. Hey, so did issue 3 and the way it unfolded, did that change at all from the way you thought it was going to unfold over the last, say even just 6 months period of time? Did you alter did the storyline and the way, the nuances that you use from pop culture and various things like that, did that change at all?
No, because the way that I've been writing this has actually been the frustrating part is trying to get this out soon enough, because when I like the more I started to form this idea and formulate this idea, and things like in the book that are happening, like I'm like, oh crap, this is actually happening in real life now. So I'm trying to get it out faster than I think some of the things are happening, because it's a science fiction book, but it's also it's kind of predicting the future.
Kind of predicting the future.
Yeah. Yes, we are nerds. Adam Dawson, I know who you are. Gonch, I know who you are. Change your name, but I still know. I think I had
Thank
a
you.
question. Oh wait, what's up, Henry?
What up,
Did someone
Henry?
have a question? Oh wait.
There's always a question.
Oh, busy with what, may I ask? Any notable projects? Well, hello. He runs a record store, and there's all kinds of events happening in his town. I myself, my biggest project is the comic book. I have another comic book coming, and I will be announcing that very shortly. Henry, you probably already know the project. But
Henry knows more than I do. Oh,
Henry knows more than you, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And then I've been working just my freelance illustration, creative director job stuff. So yeah. Anyway. Hey, what's up, Uncapped, dude? How are you, man? Welcome back, everybody. All right.
Welcome back. It is awesome it's awesome to have everybody. Yeah, I'm like super stoked. We got the gangs here. Oh, what? Oh,
sorry. Yeah, we got the gang here.
right.
Can I share some stories though? So it's been really crazy at Hacienda de Salty.
Oh, yes, that's right. It has been very interesting over there.
One of the other things I've been busy with is we're just overflowing with animals now. So we've rescued a bird, we've rescued some cats, and let me before I show you the cats,
multiple.
I'm going to show you guys the cats in a second. Let me share with you.
This man's a saint, folks.
Let me share with you this bird that we rescued. So that we rescued this bird, Flip and City, it was like, look, that's some poop right there. That's some poop. You know, poop always makes me laugh. So we rescued this bird, and then it kind of looked like Bernie Sanders for a little bit.
Oh my God, Birdie Sanders.
Birdie Sanders. I wasn't gonna name it because fuck socialism. Sorry, Mom, for cursing. Fuck socialism.
He's a real nice guy.
Fuck socialist. No, he's not. He's a mean old fucker. And then it started to kind of come into its own. See here, it's starting to get a little bit better. Look how cute he is.
What do you got, a hanging pothos back there? That's beautiful.
Yeah, we got a bunch of houseplants, some samurai swords because I'm weird like that. And then it is making friends with the dogs.
What's great is that your dog almost looks like a goat from that angle.
A little bit. Yeah, it's like half cattle dog, half goat. And then we decided, well, you want to eat with the dog, so the bird now thinks it's a dog.
Dude, this is fantastic. I'm loving this so much. This is so good, guys. You can't pay for this.
And then Adam Johnson says, "That's not a dog. That's a sheep."
That's
basically.
That's not a dog. The dog.
And then it hangs out in my office all the time. We just let it free roam in the house, by the way. It just flies around in the house. And then this is basically office life now. As I draw, I got this little guy on my shoulder hanging out. And it's been good times, dude. So that's been happening.
Okay, so cats.
And then we got these two little cats came out of the forest one day. And
one day out of the forest came two cats.
And actually, if you could bring the cats in, bring at least one of the cats in. You'll see there's these tiny little kittens, and they just came out of the forest one day. And one of them came up to me and was like super friendly and sweet and was all rubbing on my leg. So we took that home, gave him a flea bath. And then the other one was skittish. So we were having to go out and feed it where it was. It was like hanging out by this like one log.
You get usually bring usually if you bring the other cat out there as well, you know.
Yeah, we would bring the cat out. Look at these
cats. The cat shows that. Oh my gosh! Oh, hi guys.
Look at the little boobas.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Look at this,
little babies.
Oh my gosh!
Precious. So this one was all like, ooh. Oh wait, no. This one was like, take me home. And then this one was like, F you, I'm out of here, and like ran away. And then we were feeding it the last couple 2 days.
Ginger's.
And then I grabbed it today.
He's like, I must go. Come here. I'm gonna poop on you.
And here's the sheepdog. There's the mini sheepdog.
Oh, little sheepdog. Oh
There's
my
the
god.
sheepdog.
Oh my gosh. My
There's the
pups
little
would
sheepdog.
my pups would be bursting in here right now, but it would be a lot. They would probably break something.
He sheds all over me. Anyway, so that's been going on at the house. So that's been the last 2 weeks. It's been crazy. It's a wild animal kingdom park here.
I absolutely love the Wild Animal Kingdom Park.
Yeah.
The-
So
the,
it's been nutty.
Salty's animal sanctuary.
Yeah. Basically, it's Hacienda de Saltias turned
It's
into
the SAS, the Salty
Yeah.
Animal Sanctuary.
yeah, and I do love it. So
I'm loving it.
if we were Haitian, we would have all you can eat amount of pets. If we were Haitian,
Dude,
but
you could-
no
you could
Haitians
feed-
here.
You could feed at least half your family with those pets.
Oh my gosh, can you? So
No.
have you heard about that in Springfield, Ohio? They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
Of course, I've heard about it.
What's your take?
What's my take? My take is having like worked in a newsroom and studied journalism and knowing how like all these things work. Like there's probably an incident. There were probably a couple incidents of some super weird stuff that went down, and I mean that's really all you need, because I mean, you know, it's Florida. Like as soon as some dude was like on bath salts and ate a dude's face off in Florida, everyone was like, Florida man. Florida. Like, nope.
No, Florida
Like,
man was
like
Florida man was a thing before that bath salt incident.
It was before, but it cemented it. It cemented it.
Oh, the Baron reminding everybody, don't forget to hit the like button. Also, if you're new to the program, welcome. This is the Salty and Savage Show, where we talk about a lot of stuff, mainly pop culture, some current affair type stuff, and it's from the perspective of two guys that worked in the entertainment world for 20 plus years, like 40 years between the two of us. So a unique perspective, and we like to bring it to you with a bit of fun. And on that note,
oh
wait, are you a D&D fan? Who out there watching the program? I know Adam Dawson, he plays the World of Warcraft.
Do you eat bath salts? I don't eat bath salts. No.
Well, like bath salts, playing Dungeons and Dragons,
unlike bath salts,
is the same thing or similar. Anyway,
no,
so I wanted to share this a couple of weeks ago, but we had a guest and we just ran out of time. So I wanted to start off the show with a great thing that is on the internet.
This guy, just know that this guy's talent does not go unnoticed. You have seen this guy before. He has put out, I think, thousands of videos at this point.
He
is
videos.
Absolutely brilliant. And he just rattles them off. He's just like, hey, guess what I came up with today? Yeah. And then he just does it. And
so
I envy him so much. He's absolutely fantastic.
So if you've ever wondered what Dungeons and Dragons is, like I remember when I was a kid, my mom was like, you can't, because I liked it because I was like elves and orcs and swords and rangers and all that. But like we were told that it was demonic because you had that like murder case in the 80s and like, ooh, and I grew up in a kind of like super evangelical Christian home. And so it was like, that's demonic. And but it was weird because I was like, but my dad loved Lord of the Rings and I was reading The Hobbit and stuff. So, anyway, I didn't understand Dungeons and Dragons until I got into high school and started playing it. So if you have ever been curious about what Dungeons and Dragons is, here is a song that might help you understand.
On the horizon of this forest path, you see a group of dark, cloaked figures slowly trudging towards you. What do?
My half-orc barbarian braces her great hammer, and that's a 1.
Critical fail. Steve, what do? Well, I believe in anticipation, my rogue would try and hide behind a tree. Okay, I rolled a 1. That's another critical fail. Tom, what does your human bard do? Active perception check. That's a natural 20. Let's fucking go.
I feel it in my fingers, I feel it in my toes. These motherfuckers mean to harm us, and they got to go, so come on, get them now. You picked the wrong day to fuck around with my tight crew. So let's give it in, I can perceive you. Here's what we're gonna do. Me and my boys gonna mess you up.
I rolled a 1.
Fuck, my boys are otherwise engaged. bitch, so I'm gonna bring it on myself.
Hey, I forgot. You're supposed to tell me what I see, right? Yes, thank you. Let's just slow it all down a bit. So you notice that one of the hooded figures is a little shorter. I cast vicious mockery. Nat 20, let's go.
You're a short motherfucker and nobody likes you.
Short!
Everybody says, how fucking short that guy is. And that stops you from forming meaningful relationships. When you were born, everybody thought that you were just a head. But then the doctor said, wait, this stupid motherfucker tiny short ass baby got a tiny little itty bitty body and I hate it.
Your attack lands and absolutely shatters the mind of the cloaked figure. Perception check, please. Nat 20, let's go. You perceive the figure was so short because it was a child. It's always a kid. Specifically the child you've been looking for the last 15 days game time and 5 days of our actual lives. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'll be better. His body's just lying there, right? Right? Yes. Don't.
Look that body now, look that body. Look that motherfucker, I play my flute when I look that dead kid's body.
Bitch. All right, so that's my favorite thing that I've been sitting on for like a month now, and I'm like, dude, I gotta show this to the audience. I don't know if they've seen it yet. Flip City Magazine says, I love this song. That's because it's really funny. And if you don't understand Dungeons and Dragons after that, you probably will never want to play it.
You probably didn't understand it in the first place, so yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's actually it's fantastic. That guy is so good. My little brothers have been sending me videos of him for years. He just bangs them out. Bang, 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 bang. He just
super talented.
Kills
guy.
it. Super talented. I love it. We need to have him writing something for be aggressive.
It's the same. It's the same. I think that's one of the keys to being a good. I think that's one of the keys to being a good songwriter is just work with what's already been done that works and is catchy.
Just go.
You know,
just
exactly.
Always
loot the kid. Super funny. All right. So we should probably try to do a show.
Oh, aren't we doing a show?
Do you want to go right into the top 5 since that's like basically the best thing, or do you want to go into the news? What do you guys want to do
we
first?
Should hold. I don't know. Maybe we should hold off on the top. I don't know. Let's see what the chat's gonna be like. Let's do the top 5 right now. We want to know what the business. I feel like we should work into it.
Okay, let's work into it. Well, let's work into it. So, what is happening? Let's get into the news. There's some stuff. It's been a little slow. I mean, other than they continually trying to murder Donald Trump, so that's been going on in the news.
Yeah, whatever all that's about. Like, what is
I mean, and then like I do want to say one thing. I don't know, like a little bit. I don't know. I do find it funny that, like, remember, like, speaking of the 80s, remember in the 80s when they were like, oh, that girl got raped. And it was like, well, you can't blame her for wearing a short skirt. Like, that's really, like, crappy that you would blame her for, dressing like a girl out of a heavy metal music video, that's not her fault for getting raped. And you're like, yeah, dude, like, the guy should not be raping people. But now the news is like, it's Donald Trump's fault. For people trying to kill him. It's his fault. Same people that told us don't blame the girl for wearing the short skirt are now like it's Donald Trump's fault.
I mean,
come on.
I don't even know what to say to that. Donald Trump is something else. Let's just say
look, by November, you're going to be like, yeah, I probably should vote for him because seriously, if we don't,
fan.
The country is fucked. Yeah, but you're going to do the coke head? Really? Come on, bro.
That doesn't sound like a great idea either. We're gonna do some coke, y'all. We're gonna do some coke. Whoa, we're hanging in San Francisco. Gonna do some blow. Whoa,
yeah,
whoa.
I mean, your poop city is like all covered in poop because of her.
Dr. Till.
What's up, Dr. Till? Welcome. Thank you for being here. If you guys haven't heard of Dr. Till, please check out his program. It is on the YouTubes as well. Ministry of Dude. There will be a link in the chat. Also, should shout out Flip Magazine. She says,
yeah,
bring us down with the news first. And that's what we're going to do.
Just go ahead and do
But
that.
you guys should check out Flip Magazine because they have a very funny magazine that is better than Cracked or Mad Magazine. Because Mad Magazine went dumb
That was-
before it went away.
Whoever does more coke gets my vote.
Who said that?
Adam.
Okay. He can't vote, so because he's on that island where everything living is trying to kill you,
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
along with Andrew Campbell.
All right.
We have the Aussie connection here at the Salty and Savage show.
That's right.
All right, so hit me with the news,
okay.
man.
Okay, so the news that I found is interesting because we had a field day with the Diddler story when it first came out, and I'm not gonna lie, like I think it's so iconic. Our thumbnail for when the Diddler thing happened. If you go back through our live episodes, when the Diddler happened, it's one of the greatest thumbnails I think in the history of one of these wild ass whatever you call this kind of a show. Adam's gonna vote for my ex-girlfriend. I mean, it's your vote. My ex-girlfriend. She does the most. We called her Hoover. We called her Hoover. So we had a field day with the Diddler, the Diddler stuff. So he was, I mean,
Wait, who's the Diddler again? We nicknamed, and you heard it here first. We coined that term. So when you ever hear anybody say the Diddler, they probably came up with it on their own too, or they stole it from us.
They may have
More likely.
They may have thought about it, like because it's kind of an easy thing.
I
But
did.
nonetheless, but we made the thumbnail. But
We did.
But Salty made the thumbnail, and it was amazing. Okay, but nonetheless, so he's indicted. He's brought into jail. This is not like the most interesting thing to people, but nonetheless, the news about why he's there and
Wait, didn't he go to the same jail as the guy who Minecrafted himself, but didn't Minecraft himself? But they say that they Minecrafted himself, even though then the cameras were turned off and like
the Easter Epstonian.
The guy, yeah, Epstein didn't Minecraft
Yeah.
himself. Should that be a Salty and Savage shirt? Epstein didn't Minecraft himself.
Didn't Minecraft. He didn't F11 himself.
He didn't F11 himself.
Or he didn't F11 probably.
What is that? What's F11?
F11, I think in a bunch of games is just
It's not
commit
a
suicide.
screenshot?
Or,
Thought it was
no.
screenshot.
No, I thought it was commit Minecraft.
Well, the YouTube term is Minecraft, so you
Okay.
Minecraft yourself.
All right. Well, so I'm sorry, I said the S word. My bad. So, but anyway, okay. So Diddler, the crazy thing is they're like, all right, it's about the sex and it's about the parties and it's about the sex and the parties, and you're like, dude, rich people and sex and parties, this all makes total sense.
And
but
TD
like,
Jakes and TD Jakes.
and TD Jakes.
Do you guys know who TD Jakes is?
Anyone out there? Anyone?
Does anyone know who TD Jakes is? Should I look up a picture of TD Jakes? Do you know who TD Jakes is?
Yeah, dude, I work in television, bro.
Of course. Where was that again? Extra.
Extra.
So I want to know, what does what does the Diddler have on evangelical televangelist pastor TD Jakes?
I
heard he likes it at the booty.
Well, he was around. He was around, but here's the interesting thing. And
he was around. Was he around at the parties where they do the thing?
He was a homosexualist then.
I can't speak directly to that information. I don't want to do that, but nonetheless, hold on. Let me information that I'm gleaning from the internet real quick.
Yeah. Pull it. You want to pull it up on the screen?
No. Let me just read it to you guys real quick. So this is basically an excerpt of what happened during this is someone explaining what happened during Diddy's freak offs. These are parties that he had that he would call freak offs, where basically to people's understanding, he would see who was the biggest freak and who could get the longest. So what happened during his freak offs?
Get the what? The whatest? The longest?
The freakiest, the longest. Yeah. So just listen to this. This
Okay.
is absolutely fascinating. Diddy's infamous drug-fueled freak-offs were first revealed by his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in the lawsuit in November 2023, and they've now become the central narrative of his indictment right now. And it alleges that the Diddler quote, manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. These freak-offs, quote, occurred regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days, and often involved multiple commercial sex workers. And Diddy distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. The victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use after the freak-off. This is what it was called, a freak off. The cops seized various freak off supplies, including narcotics, and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant from his homes in Los Angeles and Miami.
Just say no.
Speaking of Florida man, Diddy hit, kicked, and threw objects, dragged the victims at times by their hair, and it often resulted in injury. And he also videotaped these things and used them as collateral to ensure that there was continued obedience from these people. It's absolutely staggering what this man is being accused of, and he's gone. And
so Eyes Wide Shut was more of a documentary than it was a fictional film, is what you're telling me.
Kubrick literally pulled the curtain back. He was like, "This is, this happens, right?" And people are like, "Fidelio, this is absurd, but Fidelio, very funny, very good." And but yeah, no. This, and it doesn't. Does this surprise me? Does this surprise you? It doesn't surprise me at all.
Oh no, I mean, like I've said before in the past, like when we were at the bar back in the day, and I would say shit like, well, that Hollywood people drink baby's blood, right? And, and everyone would get super uncomfortable. And I'm like, when are you guys going to stop thinking that I'm crazy because they drink baby's blood? What? Are you not supposed to say that on YouTube? Are we going to get in trouble?
Dude, this is Simply Green is hilarious, bro. Like, buy it by the barrel at that point. 1,000 bottles. Like, it's so. And this is not surprising to me at all that someone of Diddy's stature would have like a room or like a series of rooms or whatever.
Yeah.
With just like so much. I mean, come on. This
is what's going to happen. So this is what's going to happen, dude. Okay. We're going to go from Eyes Wide Shut. Stanley Kubrick was telling us the truth. To now, I'm going to actually think that the moon landing was faked because that's the message that was being told in The Shining. I don't even know what to believe anymore. Other than I'm pretty sure they're drinking baby's blood. All right, anyway.
And anywho, I'm pretty sure they're drinking baby's blood. Oh, by the way, drinking baby's blood. By the baby's blood Slurpees. At Camp David are amazing.
It's would not
only the Democrats though. Only the Democrats.
Oh no, it's definitely some establishment guy. Like Lindsey Graham is like. I'm surprised Lindsey Graham wasn't at a Diddy party, hanging out with TD Jakes, doing really dirty stuff. Allegedly,
the number of people the number of influential people in the religious sector who are also involved in all of these things it shouldn't be surprising, but still it's like, oh my dear, what? You're like,
was Medea at any of these shindigs?
Dude, Medea.
Because then I'm going to be like,
not. Tyler Perry was, Medea was not.
Are you sure? Like, because I could see that being a thing.
That's not the thing. That's not a thing. That's not
allegedly.
I did not.
Oh, was no, like legit no, or maybe.
Is it? Oh, I have no idea. No.
Who do you think, other than like Beyonce and what's his name? Why can't I think of his name? I got 99 problems, but it ain't one.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, Jay-Z. Isn't his name Sean too? Why is everyone named Sean? What are all these terrible people named Sean?
There you are. Sean Salter.
Freaking weird.
All named Sean. They're terrible. They're atrocious.
It's just weird. It's weird. All right.
All right. So
well, that's gross and disgusting.
It's I just thought it was like we're adults and we can like we all know that this is happening, but I just thought it was so fascinating. And I'm not one to shy away from, you know, a little freakness. Like I went to college, a very liberal college, by the way. Like the blood was flowing. The blood was flowing. Okay.
So
okay. But
Andrew Campbell says JZ because he's Australian and says Z incorrectly. I'll have you know, sir, that we fought for our freedom to say Z, and you guys asked for your freedom, and that's why you still say Z.
I think they only really needed to ask. I mean, honestly, though.
Yeah, because you know what? No one wanted none of this.
No,
we were like the French.
No,
we need your help.
They definitely wanted some of this.
Oh, they did. That's why they've sent over the Hessians.
They wanted a lot.
We're gonna.
They wanted a lot of it, and then George Washington and his wooden teeth crossed the Delaware on Christmas in the frozen. Anyway,
don't call me sir. I work for a living.
I
appreciate you. Thanks for being here, by the way, Andrew Campbell. Really appreciate you. As I spill my drink on my crotch.
Oh, dude,
that might be a common occurrence at one of those diddler parties.
Dude, that's. I mean, when you run out of lube, when you're 99 bottles of lube on the wall, it's.
I got 90. Is that what the 99? I got 99 bottles.
I got 99 bottles,
and
but they're all KY.
Drank one. It's actually I got 99 bottles, and this drank one. That's what he was trying to tell us.
And yeah, dude, I just can't even. But nonetheless, I apologize if this is not your thing, but I just thought it was absolutely staggering. And after reading it, I was like, it's weird because I come from entertainment news, and there's for so long you treat certain people as if they're fucking royalty. You treat these people like you kiss their shoes and you do
demons.
so much. There's so much. I
demons.
cannot tell you the people that I have seen, like executives in Hollywood, just kowtow to, just to be like, oh my God, please come and talk to us. Give us like a just even if it's just like a half-second soundbite, we'll use it for the next year and a half. Oh my God, please just give us anything. And then you're like, I'm sorry, they were what? They were doing what? And you made me the whole time that I'm like, yeah, this guy, I don't know. I don't think we should be putting like all these people necessarily on this level. And they're just like, no,
because they're demons.
We need to kiss them. We need to kiss their boots. We need to kiss their boots. And then boom, if they find out what's on their boots, and it's 1,000 bottles of lube.
So here's my thing. So
Nestor.
all these people, right? Like that they do these parties, they're drinking, you know, the blood of fetuses. They're, you know, whatever, allegedly, you know, they're doing all this gross stuff, and they're like really like evil, demonic stuff. And then they all go on the television and they're like, you should vote for the Democrats.
Wow.
And then two crazy people just happen to be in the right place at the right time, and like coincidentally are in DC at certain moments of whatever and things and stuff, and like have these connections with other people, but whatever, try to murder Donald Trump, and you're still like the jury's out for you, where it's just not obvious that like, oh yeah, there's some really evil things happening, and maybe I should pick a side.
I'm fully aware at how like divisively crooked our government is, and how it's designed. Well, not how it was initially designed, but how it's designed now.
No, yeah. So how it was, what it's turned into, which is basically,
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan of the neo-feudalists?
I'm not a fan of.
Because that's what they are. The Democrat Party and the establishment Republicans, they're neo-feudalists. And we in 1776 fought a revolution to get rid of feudalism, and somehow it's reared its ugly head again.
And you know what?
And they've done it by the politics of envy and letting women vote. I'm sorry, I said it.
Sometimes when we talk about like Make America 80s again, we mean Make America 1780s again.
17. Yeah, no. Well,
No.
yeah.
No, I'm being fucking ridiculous. But
Well,
you know what I mean. Like
yes. Yeah.
let's fucking get our shit together, like let's fucking put
Yep.
bootstraps, like let's get, we're all it seems like we're all treading water here. Like what's going on? We're like, oh, the prices are too high, and oh this and that, and like, oh, boo boo bee boo. And then the people and then everyone that we vote into office is like, oh, you know what, somebody told me, boo boo bee boo. And then the other guy goes, oh yeah, well, boo boo bee boo on you. And then
Let's start a war.
and then they vote and they're deadlocked, and they're like, oh, but we're not deadlocked about getting that oil
War.
money, getting that oil
getting
money.
rich and going in making 175. Here's the thing. This is what I propose. If I was able to be dictator for a week.
Lower it.
If I was dictator for a week, I would say this. Number one, first thing, all of Congress, your income is cut. You make the median income of your district or state. If you're a senator, it's the median income of your state.
I think your state is legit, because your district that they're going to be
in.
Is,
the congressman that represents the district, you make the median income. So if you want to make more money, you got to work for your district or your state. No more of this like $175,000 for the rest of your life, and then you go in a bartender and you come out a millionaire. F that crap, dude. Dan Crenshaw needs to get kicked in the dick. And Lindsey Graham needs to get. I don't even. Oh, dude, they're all.
You go in a bartender and you come out a millionaire. It's
dude. Like what man?
You go in an escort and you come out a millionaire, and a divisive millionaire at that. Like
okay, so let's.
Okay. No. Let's not get angry. Let's not get angry. We do love bring back tar and feathering. That'll help.
Yeah, make tar and feathering
that'll help
great
us
again.
Have more fun.
Yeah.
LOL.
They make their freaking corruption so obvious.
All right. Well, you know what? You know what I think is corrupt? The freaking the media. All right, the media is. I can tell you.
Oh, you mean the state-run media? It's not the mainstream media anymore. It's the state-run media.
I mean, like I'm going the worldwide media, because I know what's going on. I know what's going on here. So there was a very interesting thing that happened while we were canceled. Bring back the stocks. Hunter S. Thompson position.
Oh man.
We're simply. Oh yeah, here we go. Simply green. So there was an article that came out that said there was going to be a Goonies reunion. They were getting back together, and you want to talk something that's upsetting. Everyone's like all of a sudden overnight, oh, the Goonies are getting back. Wait, the Goonies reunion. So I heard this, and immediately I did the thing that kicked in, because I was working in entertainment news forever. I went, whoa, who's saying this? Where is this coming from? Because what happened, say like during the pandemic and the Friends reunion or whatever that, whatever that bullshit party was, it was like
that Friends hold on real quick. That Friends reunion tricked us though, because the Friends reunion, they made it seem like the ads and everything, they made it seem like they were gonna do like an actual show.
Anything.
And then they just sat down on a chair and did some interviews. And you know what?
Exactly. Where did my koozie go? What just happened? Anyway, so my koozie went out the window. But nonetheless.
How dare you? Yeah, I know I'm a fat, lazy ass, but you don't have to point it out.
So I immediately went, hold on a second. What's the source of this? Because I've been, unfortunately, being in the Midwest, I've been on Facebook more lately, because because the Midwest lives on Facebook, and it's kind of gross. It's kind of gross.
It's totally gross.
But I have to do it because the Midwest lives on Facebook. I don't even.
And if you want to know the future of Meta and Facebook, please buy my comic book Silence Do Good and find out what's going to happen if we don't stick an antitrust suit up Mark Zuckerberg's ass. Okay. Okay.
So on Facebook, there's a number of these pages that have been they're obviously sponsored and they're being thrown at me, and they're always like the periodical sun is here, Roma.
I see what you did there. All right, Roma, dude, we love seeing Roma in the chat. You guys need to check out Roma Nation on YouTube if you want some seriously based and awesome takes on what is happening in politics and news. Please check them out. Check out the link. We love Roma Nation. Thanks for being here, dude.
Appreciate you. Hey, appreciate you, bro. Roma.
Anyway,
continue.
I'm sorry.
So I immediately was like, you know what? I remember when the Friends thing came out. What actually happened is like some article, someone somewhere was like, "Oh, Friends reunion," and it wasn't actually happening. But all of a sudden, some people started picking up on it, and the studio went, "Oh my God, look at all this buzz. We should do something. We have to put some money together, and we have to do something because there's money here. People will watch. It's very obvious that people want this." And so they made it happen because all the stars were, let's just say all the stars were available. They were available. So even Jennifer Aniston, she's like, "Oh, I'm just like, I don't know. I was just like getting high in my lanai or something."
Oh my gosh, I gotta tell you, I used to be friends with a girl that was there, the couple's assistant, and holy crap, the stories she would tell me at the club,
dude,
bro.
That's all I have to say,
bro.
That's all I have to say.
Chick loves her some snow. She's a snow bunny, and not going to the mountain snow bunny.
Hey, allegedly, reportedly, supposedly.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I smelled bullshit super quick in the water. And I was like, what's going on right here? What's going on? Because the internet was absolutely blowing up. I've been seeing all these Facebook ads for posters of movies that are not coming out. It's like, Never-Ending Story from Disney. And I'm like, Disney doesn't own the rights to the Never-Ending Story. This is not happening.
We broke that story. We
broke that story. Well, we didn't
break it.
I don't know if we broke it, but we definitely.
Well, we gave you the inside. We gave you the inside scoop on that story.
So nonetheless,
because again, experts in the entertainment world,
mainly experts. One of those things. I don't know. Ted's into it. So anyway, I'm like, what is going on here? Hold on. So I went to the source, which is wait a minute. The article that's being shared everywhere is a Daily Mail article. I'm like, all right. Speaking of smelling some blood in the water, I'm thinking, okay, but what's Daily Mail's source? So I go to Daily Mail, and their source is The Sun. And I was like, their source,
isn't that a newspaper in Canada?
It's the Sun is the Sun's kind of like
it's Canada, right?
It's a rag. I don't know where the Sun is actually based. I thought it was based in England.
Or is it England?
I thought it was based in England, but the
Sun
Sun is known for a couple of things: paying for highly publicized paparazzi photos and stuff that most people wouldn't necessarily pay for, like where there are kids involved or something like that, like some lascivious kind of stuff.
Hold on.
Sorry.
So Michael Beacon said, "I got a pager to let me know when this stream starts, but I blew up. How's it going?"
We shouldn't be laughing, but that's hysterical.
Yeah, I don't even know why I'm here. It should just be you in the chat. I'll just sit back because chat's way funnier than I am. Good Lord,
it's so funny.
So crying right now.
So I'm like, okay, the Sun broke this story. Okay, show me any article. And it took all of 3 minutes. I was like, show me any article that doesn't attribute the Daily Mail or the Sun for this information. And I couldn't find it. And I'm like, okay. And this was like day 2. And I'm like, okay. So anyway, that joke blew my dick off, man.
Now you're circumcised. That's all they were trying to do. They were just trying to make sure that their enemy was circumcised because of the covenant. It's a covenant thing. They're just trying to get them into the covenant with Hashem, that's all.
Hashem tel Hamiv love Aviv Lahem. So basically, then the Daily Mail, it was a number of days later because all these articles are just running with it for a couple of days. Then the Daily Mail puts out another article, and that article,
Daily Mail, a rag that I know is from the UK.
Another rag from the UK. So
yeah,
it puts out an article that says something along the lines of, Corey Feldman apparently it doesn't know and hasn't been contacted about this Goonies reunion that's happening. And I was like, well, yeah, because it's obviously not fucking happening. And why would anybody call Corey anyway? Have you seen him lately? Like they would bury his character and they would use a nice photo. They would not bring Corey back. They'd be like, we can't do it. We just can't. And if it was, it'd be so quick. They'd shoot a bunch of stuff with him and they'd use 2 seconds of it.
Is it because he's crazy?
He's just so wild. I don't know if
is he crazy or is he just like, okay, so what happened when he was like, he was going to let everyone know who the diddlers were. And then he decided that he wasn't. So was it like, did he get a note that was like, we're going to kill your family or Minecraft your family and you, if you tell.
They're like, we'll set you up on this tour where you'll tour the US and get to perform your ridiculous fucking songs in your Michael Jackson outfits and dances. And you just get to go and do that. And you just stop saying anything about what, people are doing or touching. And even though you're like, oh, it wasn't Michael Jackson, but I know some people.
Did the wrong Corey die?
Dude, oof. So a week goes by and all of the information is now, people are getting let down because apparently the Goonies reunion wasn't happening, which the whole ploy was, I don't know if the studio paid the Sun to do this because this sounds like something that would happen. But sometimes if you generate enough internet buzz and this social media buzz and all this stuff, and you realize the studio goes, oh, there might be millions of dollars in this. Maybe we should actually do it. And then they go, oh, let's call these people. Let's talk to their agents. Let's see what happens. And if we can work something out, maybe we do this because the internet's talking about it. So now that we know this is all absolute bullshit, the question is, would you even want a Goonies reunion? Would you want a bunch of these people to come back? Would you want Corey Feldman there?
I could answer the question for you. Like, would I want a Goonies reunion?
I don't care.
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't.
Yeah.
Sean Austin, you can go fuck yourself. And the rest of the only person I'm interested in is no.
I don't care.
No. Yeah, no. I don't care. No, I don't. I don't care. I don't care at all.
The Fluffy Hobo Show says the internet talks about a lot of things. It doesn't mean it's a good idea. And that's
exactly
the point.
The internet does talk about a lot of things. I talk about a lot of things, and most of the things I talk about are definitely not a good idea.
Do we need the nostalgia? Do we need it that bad? Do we have to buy the train set from when we were a child? Or like, do we have to have the movie be remade? Do we need that? Or is this like, I feel like, because Beetlejuice just came out. And yeah. I thought, I don't know what the chat thinks, but Andrew Campbell says no to Goonies unless Josh Brolin beats them up. I do like it being a crossover with Deadpool too.
That would be hilarious. But also, I'm over it, man.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a remake I would rather see than Goonies or a reunion or whatever. Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Just because of the intro song.
Did anybody see Beetlejuice? I really liked it. I think because I also watched.
But before we get to that,
okay. So we were hitting on our 80s nostalgia. We were hitting on our 80s nostalgia, and we're talking about like, should they even bring back Goonies? Like, are there franchises that they should bring back that people aren't talking about yet? I mean, but in thinking about all that, this guy, I mean, my right hand or my left hand, I never remember which direction you are in here. You're somewhere. You're
I
floating
know.
around. You're floating around
I'm-
in here somewhere. But
I think I'm on your right.
but we were discussing, and as discussions do, they end up at someplace completely different. And we were like, oh my god, you know what we should do? We should do a top 5 about something. Should it be about something that's 80s? Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it should be about something.
Play that
Bring-
B-roll, man. Play that B-roll.
Bring back Mask, bro. Bring back.
Dude, I loved Mask as a kid. Holy crap. Okay, so real quick.
I had the Mask toy. I had Mask. I had him.
So my dad was like the guy that led the charge for because if my mom listened to me, I would have had like one of every toy that they were making a Saturday morning cartoon of. But my dad was actually really, really smart. And he was like, no, kid gets three types of toys. Number 1 toy, G.I. Joe, because he's going to learn how to shoot pew-pews and be awesome like that. Number 2 toy, because they're just cool, is Transformers. And number 3 toy is knockoff Legos that had a lot of military stuff.
Duplo?
For whatever, because they were cheap. Cheap ones, like that you got like at Mervin's. At Mervin's, remember Mervin's?
Oh,
yeah. So those are the 3. I was not allowed to have anything else, man. Anything else? Oh, although there was a couple He-Man, but yeah, there was a couple He-Man too. But mainly it was just G.I. Joes and Transformers and knockoff Legos. That was it. That was all that was happening for Little Salty. That's all that was happening. And my dad was smart about it. He was smart about it but I wanted Mask, dude. Oh, Mask, because that cartoon was dope. That cartoon was so cool. The vehicles were cool. My friend had a bunch of Mask toys. I was like, oh my gosh, dude. And then he brought them over, and then we got my G.I. Joes, and they didn't quite work with the Mask, but we still, in our imaginations, we made it happen. Anyway.
I personally was a very big fan of He-Man.
He-Man was great, man. He-Man was great.
I
just remember that I was not allowed to bring my He-Man toy back to Sunday school because the lady said that it was demonic because He-Man said, I am the power, and only Jesus was the power. And then I corrected her and I said, he doesn't say I am the power. He says, I have the power. So it's like he has the power of Jesus.
So maybe it's the power.
And she got mad at me and put me in timeout.
It put you in timeout. All right. So nonetheless, we were thinking along the lines of the 80s and everything that's awesome in the 80s. And the topic, of course, comes up of 80s TV show intros. But there's so many that you have to kind of
wait.
You have now.
We gotta have our bumper graphic, bro.
You have now entered the realm of the top 5. So, in discussion, now we are thinking about the top 5 best action TV show intros from the 80s.
From the 80s, guys.
From the 80s. All right.
So from the 80s, and we're talking about action shows. So we're not talking about sitcoms. We're not talking about dramas. So none of that like Dynasty
80s action shows.
Shows, man.
You know these shows, but this order is very personal because this is how it goes.
Wait, real quick. Nestor says, everything in my childhood was satanic according to my parents. Exactly, man. Although, my parents actually weren't like that, which was kind of cool. Even though they raised us in a church that was, which was their bad.
Where's Nestor? Do you know where Nestor, where are you coming in from?
Coming in?
Yeah.
Speaking of, Nestor did our theme song.
No, but where's Nestor? Where's Nestor from?
Nestor's from LA, bro.
Is he? Do I know Nestor?
I don't think you do.
Okay.
I know Nestor.
Okay.
All right.
I figured he would have said something if
Yeah,
I don't
bro.
know. I just feel,
Bro's
I feel like you
from
would've said something.
L.A. He's from He's an Angelino, like me, unlike you.
Hey, I've lived there long enough. Like, jeez. I had to get
All
out.
right.
I had to get out. Sorry.
So our
Okay.
very first
Our top
action television show theme song intro thing.
theme the intro itself.
Yeah. Are you guys ready?
Are you guys ready? Here it comes, number 5. Oh, let's full screen it.
Oh, the sound's up. Dude, you remember? I would get so excited when this would come on. I'd be like,
Dude.
oh my gosh, this is the coolest television show of all time. Super popular.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
It was like, this show does not hold up at all, man. Like,
Dude,
at all.
Most of these shows do not hold up, but the intros absolutely hold up.
No, because so the way that we determine, well, real quick, let's go. Oh yeah, dude. All filmed in Santa Clarita in the Antelope Valley near Edwards Air Force Base.
Totally.
Like, you could see the hills right there, the hills that I lived in for 8 years. Look at these hills.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and you gotta always have I'm the
Babe.
sexy star. Jan Michael Vince.
Oh, I have a hyphenated first name. What? Wait, hold on.
My gosh.
Hold
So
on, I'm
one
sorry.
of the shows that me and my wife watch is Only Murders
sorry.
in the Building.
Are you Obi-Wan Kenobi? What do you mean?
Oh my
Jan
gosh.
Michael?
Why? I think my wife is watching the show. Wife, please text me the name it's Hayden Christian Savage. No, wait. Christian Hayden Savage? Only Murders in the Building is making fun of 80s shows where they would have 3 names as the actor, and the guy, Steve Martin's character, plays an actor who's got the 3 names because that was the thing in the 80s. Anyway, sorry. Keep going.
Hayden Christian.
Oh, look at that. Got the eye patch guy.
Oh, it's just on the glasses.
Dude, this video quality's terrible. YouTube,
so
but
bad.
you know.
That's all. Alex Core.
No one has seen this guy since. No one saw him before, and no one's seen him since.
One of the internet's greatest mysteries: what happened to Alex Cord? His family wants to know.
You
His
love
family
it, like
wants
you
to
know it's
know.
the 80s. You know it's the 80s because anytime you see a gun. Oh wait, hold on,
Dude. Anytime you see a black grid like that, you know it's 80s.
Like, dude, what is this? Terrible. So this is why when I teach people how to shoot firearms and they get out at the range, I always give them a firearm that's empty.
Oh
you know,
my
when I'm doing the teaching, and like
Please
every
do.
single person that has no idea how to. Charles Hayden Savage is the character that Steve Martin plays, and it is literally
Hayden
it's
Savage.
hyphenated. It's hyphenated.
Oh my god, his name's Savage.
Yeah.
That's
Charles
so
Hayden Savage. Anyway, so anytime I teach someone at the range, inevitably, because they watch 80s movies or 90s, shows or whatever, and they pick the firearm up and they have the finger on the trigger, and you're just like, oh my gosh, dude, stop. And it's because of this crap. Just putting on a belt and eating only in the 80s. What is this?
Oh, she's
See?
eating like a
3 names. 3
Gene,
names.
Bruce, Scott. Oh,
Yeah.
Three guys' names.
Dude, I love Roma. Roma's all, I'm posting on X. I'm posting on YouTube. I'm posting on X. I'm posting on
I'm
YouTube.
posing on. Oh, dude.
I'm posting on X. I'm posting on you. We love you, Roma.
My guy.
Oh, here's the best actor.
Oh,
Okay.
dude, Ernest Borgnine.
You didn't know he was in this?
I forgot. I completely forgot.
Dude, this guy was in everything. He was in Magna PI. He was in everything, man. Everyone
Dude,
loves Ernest Borgnine.
Totally
Look at him.
forgot. Yes, he was in everything. He's been around for he was around for like 90 years of film.
He's on X.
He's
on YouTube. He's on X.
His first co-star.
He's on YouTube.
Was Betty White. Like, he's that old.
His first, dude, that's right.
Dude, he's so old.
All right. So that is our number 4.
We could do that. That was our number 5. Our number 5.
Our number 5. So let me get the next thing up for us all.
Coming
number 4.
At number 4.
Dude, I love this intro as a kid, man. I would race home from school. Oh, turn on the television for the reruns of this, man. Oh, I loved this show.
Kid, this intro hits so different. Because these guys are so wild, and this whole part where he's in the costume in the alligator, and like the Jeep's flipping, and the intro, you think this show is designed for you as like a 12-year-old or something. You're like, oh my god, this show's for me, and it's like, it's definitely not for you, but nonetheless, like, it totally worked because we're the ones who ended up loving it. The A-Team, keep it going, keep it rolling.
From Breakfast at Tiffany's to the A-Team. Dude, I remember when I was older and I watched Breakfast at Tiffany's, I was like, wait a second, Hannibal is in this freaking weird girl movie about a prostitute, and Mickey Rooney is an Asian person. What is Hollywood even thinking?
Yeah, that was a little rough. But okay, so George,
dude, no, I'm sorry, Mickey Rooney. I don't care. I will be on record as saying that Mickey Rooney was hilarious as that character.
Oh no, he's hilarious,
hands down.
It was rough though. I mean, it's rough. Like, not because I'm offended by it. It's ridiculous. Like, it's so ridiculous. I know it's so ridiculous. Dude, that guy Mickey Rooney's been involved in so much ridiculosity, like, for his entire career.
He was great.
George Peppard, who is actually playing a character who has 3 names: John Hannibal Smith.
So George Peppard did, though, because he's an actor before the 80s. Okay. They filmed it all at the Universal Studio lot.
Dude,
Universal Studios.
with a nod to the Cylons, dude, that's so great.
It was the same studio, right?
Yeah.
Number 1, action television shows. Action shows.
Number 1 was the Gummy Bears. Totally, bro. I mean, it makes sense.
Again, it's the 80s, guys. We're doing the 80s. Okay?
Don't forget Banachek, dude.
We're doing the 80s.
All right, keep it going.
He was my favorite dude.
So Dirk Benedict, who in the pilot of the A-Team, it was a different face man. There was a different actor who was playing. And when I rewatched the first season, I'm so glad they did, because his portrayal was not nearly as cavalier and absolutely just incredible as the current face man. And then you get to this guy. He is so good.
So Mickey Rooney was more convincing as the Asian in Breakfast at Tiffany's than Simu
in Shang-Chi.
It's true.
It's true. It's true.
It's true. All right. A-Team's number 4.
Dude, A-Team is totally number 4. So, like, where are we going next, guys? What's going to be next? So we're talking about 80s action show intros.
If MacGyver isn't number 1, I'm rioting. Well, stick around.
Solid take.
Stick around.
Solid take.
And don't forget
to hit that like.
Oh, apparently, here's Salty Papa. Dirk Benedict directed a movie, and apparently that my parents were on a movie that he directed. So there you go.
He
There's
directed an adult movie. I mean, just a
What?
movie.
What?
It wasn't.
Hey, my parents aren't corn stars.
I mean, hold on. Dirk. His name's Dirk Benedict. I mean, come on. What is it? What else is he directing? Another
All right,
Dirk Benedict film.
Number 3, guys. Number 3. Let's go. Oh, dude. Okay. So one of the coolest Christmas presents that I ever got. And like, I don't know how my dad afforded this because he was a UPS package deliverer at the time.
Did he afford it?
No, I don't know. Like, I think my parents were really bad at money and like used their credit cards for Christmas time because we never had enough money for anything. But I got the freaking the 3-wheeler Knight Rider 3-wheeler. Dude.
Oh yeah, that bike. Yes.
Oh, dude.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep.
I had the 3-wheeler Knight Rider, and it had the brake, and you would do like 360s. You would pull it hard. And
I had not only did I have the Knight Rider lunchbox, but I had the Knight Rider tabletop like thing where it was like it was the dashboard of Kit, and it had like a steering wheel on it, and there was like this little like bit of blips. It was like kind of like an Atari game, and you had to like steer through the blips. And it was super fascinating. I don't know if anybody remembers this. I gotta look back. I think I'm misremembering it slightly, but nonetheless,
there you go.
Let's keep that sweet.
Salty Papa says, "My sick time paid for Christmas." Exactly. Back in the 80s, men didn't take sick days. They just wanted to get that extra payday.
Let's keep
Knight Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist.
All right, so
he doesn't exist.
Did you ever watch Boy Meets World with Fred Savage's little brother?
He doesn't exist. Yes, I did.
Mr. Feeney,
the neighbor.
No, the principal of the school, Mr. Feeney.
Isn't he also the neighbor?
Yeah, he is the neighbor. Yeah.
He comes in the back door all the time.
He's the voice of the car. Oh, it's so good.
He's absolutely the voice of the car, and his voice is fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah. And he also was the president of the Screen Actors Guild.
Big fan of voice.
Like for the entire like late 90s or 2000s.
Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. The people that run the SAG and whatnot, you're always like, oh yeah, they seem like kind of someone who you'd be like, totally, let's get behind this guy. He seems.
You know who else was?
Is Mr.
Yeah,
Feeney,
you know.
Who? Yeah. And Fran Drescher, wasn't Fran Drescher? Like
Fran Drescher is currently the president of the Screen Actors Guild. Do you know who else was the president of the Screen Actors Guild?
Who?
Top 5 greatest United States presidents of all time. Ronald Reagan.
Oh, I was going to say. Okay, good.
The 1980s president.
The actor?
The
Michael Knight, a young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent.
How cool was that? It was a Firebird, right?
Dude,
it was a Firebird.
So cool. I think it was I think it's a Trans Am Firebird.
Even though it had hubcaps.
The helpless, the powerless.
The powerless.
Oh my gosh! Dude,
How's the quality of this intro? Like absolutely, just like super crisp and amazing.
Okay, so here's the thing. So Stranger Things, I think they stole this font.
You can see which dentist he uses. Like it's incredible. They did. They totally stole. That's a great font.
I think Stranger Things stole this font.
I think it's slightly different, but it's solid.
They copied the font.
It's almost the Stussy S.
In a world of criminals who operate above the law.
All right, so that's our number 4, guys, or number 3. Or no, I can't count.
Dude, we're all over the place.
You know why? It's because I grew up in the 80s going to LA Unified. That's why I can't count.
Wow.
All right, let me get the next video up.
I'm having another issue with We should hold on. Where are we at? What time is it? It's 10:11. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. Where are we at? Number 2? Oh,
We're
my
at number
God.
2, and I
Dude.
think this one might
Dude.
be a little controversial.
Dude, I'm sorry. I got so many buzzes all at once. Number 2. Oh my God. This is gonna be. I feel like there's a lot of people who are like, man, Knight Rider maybe should be higher on the list. I don't know. But when number 2 comes in, though, boy,
let's go. That's right, baby.
Wow.
Simon and Simon. Don't care what anyone says. And again,
my God, this intro.
We made this list based off of what would get stuck in your head, what you would walk away humming in your, you would walk away humming. Okay. So,
and dude, when you have people like Adam Scott and John Hamm do a shot for shot remake,
we just lost a subscriber, dude.
Oh no!
Come on! How do you not love Simon and Simon? Look at this. Come on, let's go. Dude, that's such a good lick. That is such a good lick. What are you talking about? Oh, come on. It's a great lick. Jameson Parker. Okay, number 1, Jameson Parker.
Jameson Parker.
What was that show? Something Doves? Something with
Lonesome Dove?
Lonesome Dove. He was in Lonesome Dove, right? Wasn't it? Or the remake, Lonesome Dove. I don't know.
He
did not age well. Let's just say that.
Yeah, well, he looks like he's a senator's son or something.
Perfect Strangers, my friend, would be a sitcom.
Ooh,
this is action
sitcom.
television shows from the 80s, okay?
It's all right. It's okay. Everything's fine.
But you know who else is in this? Major fucking Dad. Major Dad is in this.
Major Dad.
Notable conservative Republican married to Delta Burke.
Major fucking Dad.
Dude, you know who else is in this?
Also their mom.
No, you know who else is in this?
So great.
Sister's dad. Ready? Tim Reed, mother.
Oh, dude.
Downtown Brown. Come on.
He looks great. Pickups, fire, we got heavy equipment, tractors. There was a skid steer or something. That's fantastic.
Yep.
Ray.
And I love Rubba because I know his joke because like everything was less racist in the 80s. It was just like, we're just doing television, okay? We're just doing America. We're just doing things, okay?
It's just what we're doing.
So that is our number 2.
Oh my God. I think you guys know where we're headed here. I think you know.
I've
been out of the chat all of a sudden. So we got a Dukes of Hazzard. Let's see. What else do we have? Night at the Outpost. What? Yeah, I don't know. There's some great guesses in there. But
what is our number 1, guys?
What's number 1 gonna be? Everyone's like, "Oh my God, I hate you guys so much." Do you though? What is? You know what, Salty? What is number 1 of the top 5?
Well,
what is it?
I'm trying to pull it up here. All right,
top 5 best action TV show intros from the 80s. What is number 1?
You knew it was gonna happen. Sorry. I don't know how you didn't see it coming, everybody that's watched the show in the past.
Somebody was on it. Somebody was on top of it. They were
Someone was on top of it. I'm going to tell you, okay, the reason why we didn't have Dukes of Hazzard on this this top 5 list is because
it was Andrew Campbell.
It was the 70s. It was a 70s show that started in the 70s. The song was written in the 70s. It's a 70s theme song. If we were going to do a 70s top 5, Dukes of Hazzard probably is going to be number 1.
Dude, roll that tasty bean footage.
Dude, how did you know? Because I could hum this song. Like, I could be like at the grocery store and someone would be like, why do you wear a Detroit Tigers hat? Are you from Detroit? And I said, no, I'm from LA. Well, why do you wear a Tigers hat? I go, because I'm a fan of Magnum PI. And then they will be like, dun 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 dun.
Roger Mosley. Oh, here comes the bull. Oh my god, I forgot about
this
the
was
bull.
my favorite show growing up. You guys have no idea. And you know, here's the best part. The best theme songs happened on CBS in the 80s.
Look at Dr. Till.
All right, but while we were making this video list, there was another theme song.
Oh, yeah. Another
that we found that we thought was actually quite terrible. It actually might be the worst.
Is it the worst?
I think it might be the worst theme song.
Maybe the chat should chime in after.
Let us know. We're going to play you guys another action show theme song intro. I think it's the worst.
Is it the worst?
It might be the worst. It might be the worst. What is this? This is season 1 of the Magnum PI show. Hello, 1974. We were wondering if Rock Hudson would be in this show, and we made a theme song for it.
It's done so much more like a James Bond instead of an American action show.
It's so bad. It's so bad. My wife texts me, it's on the DVD. I know it's on the DVD because we have the DVD of the Magnum PI. Because obviously.
Obviously.
I just love that John Hillerman's not actually English. And it's, see, here's the thing about the 80s.
It seems like the most,
in the 80s, American actors played British people on TV. Now, in the 2000s, or whatever, in the 20s, in the 2020s, British actors play Americans on TV. What the, man, no.
Dude.
Make America 80s again.
Dr.
American actors play British people.
Dr. Till killing me. It would have been perfect to play Hitler on that freeze frame. Look at that.
Oh, he would have, dude. He probably could have nailed the German accent, too, because he's American playing a Brit. This is so bad. It's the worst one.
Dude, it's
like this jazz medley.
Yes.
Hey,
it's the notes we're not playing.
Like, you know what they did? They were like, we're gonna do a heart-to-heart theme song. Oh no, we can't do that. We got this one show though. It might not do too well. It's got this one guy. He owns a bunch of grocery store properties in Palmdale. Maybe his show's probably gonna fail. Let's give him that thing, because this was probably gonna be heart-to-heart. dude. Oh, look at Salty Papa with the Hillerman is a Texan.
There you go. He's got a 10-gallon hat. Da 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 zip zap zoop zap zay hip hop hoop hop zip zap zoop zoop zap beat up bow. So that was
our top five.
That was best
top five.
action show intro. Hold on, we've got a thing for this. I swear, it's almost like. Oh my gosh, look at the production levels. Okay. So we need I think is it time for a quick break? I need a quick break. I also have I'm having a little camera issue thing going on, so I may need to adjust that, but nonetheless.
So you know what we're gonna play then? We're gonna play the music video.
Which which one?
The music video.
How 226. Hold on, let's see. If we do my music video, and it's not that I want to listen to that song really, but it's 329.
No. We gotta do the other one.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Unbelievably, the most watched, most wondered about man in America has gone missing tonight.
The intersection of the 5 and the 91 freeway. One thing we have been noticing, again, it's a very slow pursuit, followed by numerous highway patrol vehicles. But because of the intensity, it seems like people have heard about what's going on. And all the overpasses that we've seen have been lined with cars.
Guilty shadows haunt the night. Dark secrets locked away so tight. OJ on the run. Oh, what a sight. High-speed chase, sirens blaring in the moonlight. Fame and glory now turned to shame. The taste of freedom lost in this twisted game. OJ, the man with the bloodstained fame, innocent or guilty, who's to blame? Running from the truth, chasing dreams in the night. OJ, you can't from my faithful light. Guilty shadows follow you, day and night. In the darkness, justice finds its light.
One of our LA affiliates. Police believe that O.J. Simpson is in that car. Okay. Police believe he is in that vehicle.
911, what are you reporting? This is AC. I have O.J. in the car.
Fame and glory now turned to shame. The taste of freedom lost in this twisted game. O.J., the man with the bloodstained fame, innocent or guilty, who's to blame? Running from the truth, chasing dreams in the night. OJ, you cried from that faithful light. Guilty shadows follow you, day and night. In the darkness, justice finds its light.
Look at the little baby. Look at the little baby. Look at the little baby with the belly.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is just we're gonna gain so many more subscribers just for this
just because of the kitty.
Just this cat play.
The kitty.
Okay. Oh man. I got my hold on a second. What's going on?
The Haitians like to actually like bite them while they're living. Like right
Oh my
they
God.
Like, to, like bite them like right here. Like
I don't
and then
think...
drink their blood, apparently.
Dude, come on. Let's
I'm just saying.
Let's get serious. You know that they let them get much fatter than that.
I don't know, man. I'm not quite so sure what's going on in the world. It's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy.
Look at this adorable cat.
What
though.
up?
Look at this adorable cat, though. Oh my God.
What up, Frost Comics? Good evening, chat. How is everyone doing tonight? How is everyone doing tonight? I got a kitty right now. I gotta
Oh my
get, yeah, so cute, so cute. Just let her crawl. I think it's a girl. I can't tell. You know, when they're like not 2 months old, you can't tell because the testes haven't dropped yet, and you don't know what's going on.
You don't know where the placement of the thing is or anything.
No, you actually can't
really,
tell for like
when
for
they're really
a while.
yeah when they're really young.
Cat.
I mean,
you know, you can't tell for a while.
Oh my gosh, did my beard get more epic? Oh my
yes,
God.
it did. It did. It
did. You truly know how to talk to a guy. Oh my God. Flattery will get you everywhere, Frost. You're coming on the show. Oh my God, come on the show.
Oh, we should have actually Frost Comics on the show. He's a great person to have. He just has to put his kid. Yeah, we got to have Frost Comics on. All right, so second hour of the Salty and Savage show, y'all.
Yeah. What? Oh, so. Yeah.
Just gotta. Oh, I could be Dr. Evil.
I brought it up earlier. Did anybody see Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice. Does anybody care? The chat. It was. I thought it was pretty good, and I watched Beetlejuice the night before, and because somebody had said to me, they were like, "Oh, I don't know, Beetlejuice. It was kind of fast, and like I don't know the edit." And I watched the original Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
I watched the OG, and
the OG's so good.
That movie moves so quickly. They are dead so fast. Then it's like 3 months later. Then it's 3 years later, so quickly, and you have no idea. You're like, wait a minute, what's happening? You have to watch that movie again to really understand the
pacing in the pacing in the original is not great.
It's crazy
at all.
It's crazy, and it's not. Yeah, it's the pacing is crazy, and when you rewatch it, you're like, wow, this is. Like, I guess I had to be a kid to enjoy this because it's just kind of manic craziness. It's just boom, 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 boom. There's scenes that are missing. It's just chaos. But this second one was a little more organized. And even though there was some predictable stuff, is there? I got a beast. He's trying to come in.
Oh, is it a baby coming in?
It was
a big baby.
He's a big baby. Yeah, he's trying to come in.
Oh, there he is. That's a beast. Good Lord. Look at those thighs. The Haitians would love to barbecue that dog. They would love. Look at those thighs. They'd be like, meaty thighs, man. Meaty thighs. The Haitians are like drooling right now. If we have any Haitians watching the show, that is not food.
Yeah, hopefully.
Don't eat them.
Hopefully, no.
Don't eat them.
Watching the show.
Don't eat them. Did you guys see those thighs though? The Haitians would be drooling. They'd be like, "Oh man, I'll get a hold of the
oh my
thighs."
God! Oh, somebody dox him, please. Oh my gosh! But nonetheless, I enjoyed the Beetlejuice thing. It was Keaton did a great job. I thought he absolutely killed it. Frost, you heard, I think you heard right. He absolutely nailed it. Everybody else, was like, there was Catherine Hahn, or I'm sorry, Catherine O'Hara. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She never missed a beat. She's right there with Keaton. Like her character and his, like, she is so good. And
of course Keaton was going to nail it. When has Michael Keaton ever done a bad performance? When?
Yeah, I got nothing for you.
Yeah.
I got nothing for you. Multiplicity.
Like the best Batman?
Anyone? Multiplicity? Oh my God.
Shogun? Mr. Mom?
Movie.
Much Ado About Nothing?
Dude. So nonetheless, the dad, there was a bit of a thing because obviously the dad from the first one, the ginger guy who also played Rooney, Principal Rooney from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The dad from the first film, he's now like a pedo or paired.
No, a PDF file. A PDF file.
He's now a PDF file because they found some PDF files on his computer apparently, and he went.
And it's not allegedly. I think it's actually he's been convicted, right? He got convicted.
I think it's a thing. I think it's
it's not like allegedly anymore. He's legitimate because like the PDF file term gets thrown around a lot. You know, there's some people on YouTube right now that are like literally calling everybody a PDF file. You know, and it's like, no.
You were just touching the youngest pussy I've seen in a long time.
Hey, listen here.
Whoa, hey, whoa, jokes, folks.
Jokes.
But nonetheless, Jeffrey Duncan Jones, the actor who was convicted of these PDF filings, apparently, like they were like, no, his character is still going to be in the movie. But it's a very unique way that they go about having him in there. And there is kind of it's one of those things where like, well, we really want to kind of like have this actor's character in there, but we also kind of want to stick it to him and be like, look, we're not into the fact that they're a PDF filer.
But here's the thing. Are they not into it? Because like, seriously, so many people in Hollywood drink baseball. Yeah, you know, like, so like, is it more like, oh, he got caught doing it, so now we have to like, because it's like, dude, come on. You guys were giving standing ovations to Roman Polanski at like Oscars like a decade ago. Can we stop pretending like you're all not a bunch of degenerates? Come on.
I mean, his movies aren't that great.
I know, and his movies aren't even like Meryl Streep couldn't like get out of her chair quick enough to be all like, Roman Polanski, rapist of 12-year-old girls.
Dude,
That's my dog barks.
I heard this interesting story about about film, kind of behind the scenes stuff, and something that I think some of our viewers will appreciate: the film Fight Club. So it premiered in, I believe, 1999 at the Cannes Film Festival. Now, if you've seen Fight Club, I don't know if you saw it kind of like back when it came out, or if you saw it more recently and you knew kind of like the gist about it before or whatever. But initially, there were a lot of people that hadn't read the book that Chuck Palahniuk had written, you know, that this film was based on. And so they didn't. So, you know, when the kind of reveal happens at the end, people are like, oh, but there's a lot of people who didn't go back and watch the film again with like the new knowledge or whatever. They were just kind of like, oh, well, I didn't really like that. And Cannes Film Festival was like no different. They booed at the end of Fight Club and its premiere.
Of course they did. Of course they did. So Jim Tells You says, Salty and Savage Show still, yeah, of course. We didn't get canceled.
Here we are.
We're back. We're back, baby.
We
Thank you for being here, by the way, bro. We really do appreciate it. You guys should check out Jim Tells You on the YouTubes. Just go on YouTube, look up Jim Tells You, and he will tell you straight from Florida. He is a typical Chicago Union old school dude that moved to Florida and retired. And look at his Savage. Look at his thumbnail.
Yeah.
Look at his thumbnail.
Yeah, I see it.
He's
the cold fist of justice.
He is Jim Tells You is a union, old school, working class, middle class guy, retired, letting you know that the way to go is to not vote for Democrats anymore.
Teamsters just came out today and said that they're not going on either side because they think they're both idiots. So
because the Teamsters are bitches. Wait, yeah, I said it.
Okay. So what was I getting at? God damn it. Where was I at? What was I talking about?
Beetlejuice.
No. It was we were past the PDF files and we were I was talking about where was I at, guys? Hold on.
I don't know. The chat went suspiciously silent. Or did my thing stop working?
Pinky out. Where was I at?
Pinky out. I'm like,
I want
a nation. Pinky out.
I'm gonna go back like into the stream and have to like watch what I was talking about.
Did you know what our next top 5 should be?
God damn it, you son of a bitch.
1980s soundtracks. Movie soundtracks. 1980s movie soundtracks.
Movie soundtracks. That's a lot. I listen to a lot of soundtracks. So, oh my God. So what character is the name? Walks in the back. What? Did you know there's a Beetlejuice gag in Community? There are 3 instances throughout the show where the character says his name. On 3rd instance, he's walking. Nice. What the hell? God damn it. I was making a point. I hate it when I'm making a point.
No, I'm sorry. I totally derailed you, man.
You interrupted me with nonsensicalness, son of a bee sting. All right.
We were talking about PDF files, and then I brought it in with Teamsters and Jim tells you.
No, I know. I don't remember what I was talking about.
Look, Jim tells you says Teamsters did polling in their members, and they were 59% for Trump. And then Salty Papa says,
I'm just trying to talk here, and then we're talking about Teamsters, and it's like what? And I get it, but okay.
I'm sorry.
What the fuck was I talking about?
I'm just, we're just trying to save America, okay, Savage. We're just trying to save America.
I know exactly what it was. Never mind. So, Fight Club. It got booed at the Cannes Film Festival. Fucking asshole. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it got booed because of those bougie mother effers. We're like, oh wait, hold on.
Here's the cool thing though. Ed Norton Jr. He was in the audience, obviously, and he's sitting there, and he's sitting next to Brad Pitt. And Ed Norton Jr. said that as the crowd was booing, Brad Pitt turned to him and smacked him on the shoulder, and he leaned in and he was like, "That's the best movie I'll ever be in." And it's like, yeah, it's like, dude, no shit. It was the movie that was it was like Blood Diamond for Leonardo DiCaprio for me. All of a sudden I was like, oh, Leonardo DiCaprio is
a good actor.
Whoa, he's whoa.
Wait, Fried Green Tomatoes didn't do it for you didn't see? Are you just trying to say that playing a retard is easy?
You mean What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Oh wait. What's it in Gilbert? That's right. That's when he played the retard, right? When he played the retard.
He was a tree climber. What are you talking about?
He was a retard, right? He played the retard.
He was so good at climbing that tree.
Okay, so wait, Fried Green Tomatoes is a completely different movie.
It is a very different movie. And thank you so much for interrupting me. But nonetheless, that was it. That's all I was saying. It was just a weird anecdote. And 17 minutes later, I finished it. You're welcome. Never go full retard. That's why I just went full retard, apparently. This is just like sitting at the bar where all of a sudden they're like, does anyone remember what I was talking about? And someone's like, I don't know.
And then I just play a Morrissey song because you know what? Morrissey's gonna be our thumbnail next week. I'm sorry. God. Morrissey's gonna be our thumbnail next week.
Will it? All right.
Well,
there was a oh my God. I don't even know where to go from here.
But no, let's talk about Fight Club being booed at the Cannes Festival.
Well, I mean,
that says a lot though. That says a lot.
It's a big because also you're in a room full of, if it's the premiere at Cannes, Brad Pitt's in the movie, Edward Norton's in the movie, you're gonna draw a bougie crowd, and then at the end they destroy everything. They shut down and it's all about not caring what you look like and how all of this is bullshit. You're not your car, you're not your khakis, you're not.
It shits on the materialism that Hollywood has promoted for the last 30 years,
and that's
40 years.
And it's actually where, if the common term that's thrown around now is of snowflake, it's where that comes from. That's kind of the origination of using that term kind of in the pejorative sense for somebody who thinks that they're this unique, beautiful creature among everything, when you're nothing. You're a cog in the wheel. You do not matter. You are a speck a spec on a spec on a spec or whatever, as the logic goes per the story. So, and the book is great. There's some fascinating, slightly different things, but the film does a great job at like almost word for word. Some of the things are word for word. As
that's a good top 5 we do. Best movie
book to movie adaptation.
Movie adaptations, because I think Fight Club would be on that list. Ooh, Fight Club might be number 1.
Dude, see, Frost Comics went back. You were talking about Fight Club being booed. Thank you so much. I figured it out, but nonetheless, I went full.
I derailed the conversation.
It's fine. It's fine. I hate your guts, and everything's fine.
I know. Well, I love you too.
Dude, hold on. Where's my dog's gonna burst in and stir some more views from Haitians. All right.
It's gonna get there.
Like all of a sudden they're like, hold on, it's on a live stream. Hold on. I don't even know what a Haitian accent. That's absolutely terrible. I don't even know what the hell I was doing.
It sounded more like a
Haitian accent would be Caribbean for sure.
I don't even know.
Like what up?
Here's the thing that's so funny. Like one of the politicians out there, probably a Democrat, was trying to say that the reason why the Haitians need rescuing from to come to the middle of the country, because that has nothing to do with like reshaping the country and trying to buy votes and get votes
and they've done this. And by the way, they've done this with a number of different cultures over the years. There's like the Hmong culture.
But they were trying to say like
the Armenian culture. Like they've placed people in areas with certain incentives and all sorts of weird shit over the years. It's
like a different form of terraforming, but like, and if you're a video gamer, you know that term. But so they were trying to say like, the reason why we're doing this because of climate change, but they're like, wait, hold on a second. The Dominican Republic is doing pretty good, and last time I checked, it's the same fucking island.
Oh, is it? Is that the one that's split in half?
Yeah, dude. Like what? It's the same island. So what's the difference? Oh, the difference might be one's I don't know, kind of Catholic Christian, and the other's all about voodoo and eating animals. I don't know. Maybe God is like, stop being fucking assholes. Like literally, it's like one island is like just destroyed, and the other half of the island's like fine, and you're like, oh no, we're not gonna change our culture or like any of the crap we're doing. It's like, let's blame the weather on this island that we share, where the other half is doing great.
Yeah, it's a very definitive difference between the other sides, isn't it?
Here's the thing.
I'm not familiar with like all of that. That's not the geopolitics. There is not.
It's not even geopolitical. It's just like straight up like,
dude.
I don't know. Change your behavior,
dude. Some guy. So this is a mildly personal, but there are people that come into the record store to sell their records. They go, oh hey, do you sell records? We're like, yeah. Or do you buy records? Yeah, absolutely. Like, what do you got? And sometimes I'll be like, oh, well, I can offer you a few bucks, or hey, leave this with me overnight. I'm going to go through this and I'm going to give you some money. This is a nice collection. Give me some time. I don't want you to, piecemeal this out at a garage sale. Let me take care of you.
Yeah.
So there's a guy who kind of came in like multiple times to sell some records. Seemed like a super nice guy. He was just like, I need a couple bucks here and there, and he kept kind of like dropping like, oh, I'm having an issue here, an issue there, and divorce here, divorce, and then it started being like more information and more information, and then it got to the point where he came in and all of a sudden he was like asking legal advice, and we were like, hey, dude.
Wait, hold on. So record store, house plans, and legal
advice. Esquire.
Hey, that could be a thing you could do though.
Plants and Records, Esquire.
You're a smart guy. You could probably pass the bar in like a year. I could study.
I could. That doesn't mean I want to. It's like I probably could have done a lot of things, but I haven't.
Bearded lawyer, savage.
The bearded on the next episode of The Bearded Lawyer. Dun 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 dun.
Dude, that's the new YouTube channel. Maybe I should try to pass the bar. I'm too retarded to pass.
It's like the locksmith lawyer or something like that. But where was wait, what was I talking about again?
You were talking about the guy coming in asking legal advice. Like,
so you're like sitting there all of a sudden, you're like, I don't like, you seem like a really great guy. I don't think I have been. And he had clearly had he had been going through some stuff, and he'd like just quickly dropped some like heavy information. We were like, whoa, we're a small business and you're a really nice guy. And you come in here, like you sell us some records, but I literally do not know what to say to your questions about serious legal advice. Like, he's like, oh no, I just want an opinion. Please, I appreciate you as a person, but please no, please no. Oh my God. And like when all of a sudden, and it's a small community, so all of a sudden someone's got to share their burden. They're just like, oh my gosh. They're like, I need to share this with someone. And there, I'm stopping there. And I'm like, oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Awkward.
Yeah.
We have an update. We have an update, everybody.
It's like Fight Club being booed. Awkward.
Yeah. We have an update, though.
What's the update, bro? What are we doing? Oh, yes!
The wife has rescued 2 more cats as the show has gone on.
Oh my God, no, she has not.
I'm not kidding. Now we have 4 cats.
So they're just showing up?
Dude, there's so many kittens in the forest, and apparently she found 2 more.
The name of this story will be...
I'm not kidding. So this one is obviously a twin of the other one.
Yeah, it could be a horror that's called "And the Kittens Came from the Woods."
Dude, guys, this is our garage. Apparently, she got them into the garage.
I was gonna say, is this a composite floor in a garage? That's nice.
Yeah, it's my garage.
Very nice.
It's my ladder, and then some storage.
Nom.
Yeah, and they're going to town.
Dude, fancy feast. Hello.
We will rescue cats and make them bougie.
Man.
Because we're from Los Angeles. More importantly, we're from the entertainment capital of the world. Burbank, California.
Capital of the world. Oh my God. I spent so much time in Burbank.
Apparently, Andrew Campbell is Haitian living in Australia because he's saying, stop, I'm getting hungry now.
Dude, at Burbank.
So, yeah, apparently we're just, cats left and right, guys. Cats left and right.
Yeah, what is going on here?
I have no idea. I'm running cats out.
I think the cats are boosting our ratings, though.
I hope so.
The cats are definitely boosting the ratings. Oh.
Apparently, there's an entire forest full of kittens right now that I live in, because I live in a forest, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nestor says, pets' lives matter.
They do.
Dude,
I love me some pets, bro.
Yeah. I think that Savage's dog would love to either eat or cuddle with these cats.
Oh, yeah. I know. He's been weird. He's in this like terrible twos right now. He doesn't know. I don't know if he wants to like charge people or he's
terrible
like
twos.
If you have anything in your hand that's not just your hand, he's like, oh, is that for me? And he like wants to like eat it out of your hand. And I'm like, dude, nobody taught you to do this. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
And it's been, especially with people that don't, know your dog. And he's like, did you just like try to bite my hand? It's like, no, he's not going to bite your hand. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. I'm sorry.
He's got puppy brain and he's a giant dog.
Imagine your hand is a window and he's licking it. He's just licking windows.
He's just licking windows.
That's.
Oh my gosh. All right. Wait, is there any other news?
Wait a minute. I'm like drinking out of any other news. Oh.
Besides TD Jakes, evangelical pastor, going to Diddy parties to get diddled
I don't know
in the
about
booty.
That. I don't
in
know
the
about
booty.
That. I don't know about that.
In the booty.
I didn't say that. Yeah.
I did. Oh, wait, allegedly.
Reportedly, supposedly. Like the Sun said it, and then the Daily Mail reposted it.
here's the thing: is like, how do you get up on a Sunday morning and give a sermon about the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and then that when that previous Friday night you were getting diddled in the booty at a Diddy party?
Because you're in your head, you're washing it all away.
I don't know.
You're trying to be forgiven of it because of your position as the vessel, as the facilitator. Like, you are absolved of things. There's a lot of weird mental math that goes into all of these things.
I don't know, because like for me, like I was a kid that like grew up going to church. And then, like, when I was a younger, like, teenage, in my early 20s, I, like, worked, like, volunteered at a church. And then when I was like, I don't think I like this, I, like, stopped going to church and partied hard, and then dressed up like Nikki Sixx wearing eyeliner every weekend, partying it up.
He did do that.
Copious amounts of
drugs and
alcohol, things and stuff, totally illegal or not, and was like, but I didn't step inside a church. I was like, no, it's not for me. I'm done. I don't know how these people are like, I'm gonna be a preacher and also do all the best, because I'm always like either or, pick one, and they're like, no, I'm gonna pick both. I'm gonna do both. I don't get it.
Welcome in, BTM.
With the best comment ever.
Dude, like,
Penis.
if you're gonna, like, first, I don't think so. Penis, absolutely. You're coming on the screen. You're coming on the screen.
Should
literally.
Oh, you know what, Savage? We should go on the BTM show on a Thursday night, because on Thursdays they do the most interesting show on BTM reviews. They talk about like Atlantis and like ancient Egypt, and like crazy fun stuff. And I'm like, you and I should go on the show and hang out with Jim Tells You and BTM on the show.
It's Aliens. I'm into all that.
Yeah.
I've watched every episode of Ancient Aliens. I would actually love to on BTM. I think I told it already. I think I told the story already, like earlier in the thing. But I talked on the phone because I shot this TV show, a pilot, and it was an extremely good fucking pilot. But I shot it February of 2020. And it was like I was like, oh, in the before times, and I was like, oh my god, this is so dope. And then it was like, whop whop whop, nobody's gonna buy anything ever
again.
Also, you're not gonna be able to go out and shoot this show that you just shot like a whole pilot for, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, are you serious? Are you serious?
Oh, man.
But I have a great story about. I got a great story to tell that involves all that stuff. I called the guy that started Ancient Aliens, like one of the producers, like one of the few guys who created the show, and it's an absolutely wild story of them just gallivanting across the world with fake press passes and all this stuff, and people just opened doors for them, and then they landed a show, and it's like, oh my god, wait, what? And I'm like, and this is again February 2020, and I'm like, wait, hold on a second, wait, okay, yeah, okay, all right. And he's like, dude, and then he's just, and then I just did that. I'm like, whoa, it's not really how my show works, but at the same time, I love like your tenacity and the aggressive way. And he's like, all right, so now you'll need to do this and this. And then immediately Hollywood was like, oh, we're gonna fold. No, oh, pandemic, no, put a mask on and get away. No.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous. But I would love to come on BTMs and chat about that.
Yeah, we'll have to do it very soon. Maybe next week on because he does a great, like, I love the Thursday show. He does a show pretty much 5 nights a week.
I love chatting that stuff.
And it's really, really, it's good time.
The weird stuff. I'm also
they're saltier than I am. That's the funny part. I mean,
I'm also very good friends with Bobo, a guy who's on one of those Sasquatch hunting shows. He's a good friend of mine. He's brought some very interesting items to my house and told me some super crazy stories. So I'd be more than happy to share that stuff on BTM as well.
Hey, welcome back to the show, Low Watermark. We love
Hey.
having you here. Hey, is Salty using my glass? I don't know.
Look
Am
at
I?
this one.
I got two. I got
Look at our glasses.
Oh, I know. They're
Ooh,
fancy.
dude, yours are vintage. Those are very nice.
Yeah, you know that's right, baby.
Those are very nice.
Anyway, so I've never been a fan of the ancient aliens theory. I'm always a fan of humanity was actually that advanced, guys.
The show though. The show's
fun. The show's fun.
The
I just don't think it was ancient aliens. I think it was that humans are actually that.
Oh my gosh,
smart.
there's so much more information that's coming out that the people that were here like right before the end of the last ice age were far more, in a number of places, were far more advanced than we give anybody credit for.
I personally think that the story of the Tower of Babel is actually a story of a society becoming so technologically advanced that they didn't think they needed God anymore and mocked God, and then everything slowly collapsed like a flan in a cupboard, kind of like right now.
Yeah. It's like it's just, you're just like wondering what the metaphorical glacier that catastrophically fails and takes us all out is. You're like, what is it? Is it
like, what if we are?
But what if
ancient?
But what if we're the aliens, bro?
Oh, I tell you something about Dr. Till.
But what if
when we hang out with this guy in real life, I'm gonna start smoking cigarettes again.
You should start smoking weed again.
No. Well, I never did actually, because weed is dumb, and
I didn't inhale.
Yeah. No, I tried weed like 3 times in my life, and I never liked it. But cigarettes, nicotine boosts your testosterone, fixes your ADHD.
Does it?
Yes. This is all scientifically proven to be true.
Science, folks.
And nicotine is the best drug ever, and that's why they're trying to ban it, because it makes you a better human being. It's just that cigarettes are the worst delivery system of nicotine.
I see.
But they're so tasty.
I see. Yeah, it is a thing. It's such a thing. I totally understand.
I love nicotine. It's my favorite drug.
I love nicotine.
It's my favorite drug.
I love nicotine.
I'm sorry. Nicotine is the greatest drug. It boosts your testosterone, helps you focus, fixes your ADD, like calms you down. It is the wonder. It is the drug that built America. Okay?
Isn't it though? Isn't it though?
And then my wife texts me, gross. Even though the other day she's all, should I start chewing nicotine gum? Because I'm hearing good things about nicotine. And I'm like, yeah, because nicotine is the best thing ever on the face of the earth. On the face of the earth.
On the face of the earth. All right,
so I got some news.
All right. Let's do it.
I got some video game news, guys.
Oh, what do you got? Yeah, you sent me some cool stuff earlier. There was something I was looking at.
Well, there's a couple things.
What do you got? What do you got for us? What do you got?
So let me move this down to my Cintiq and put my glasses on so I can see what I'm reading.
Oh,
so
dear.
Do you remember Final Fantasy VII? Do you remember that video game?
I mean, not specifically. I'm not like a Final Fantasy.
You get ad blocker, and they're still going like, mother effer. We have an ad up here. We want the ad. And I'm like, no, I don't want to read your ad. All right. So Final Fantasy VII director responds to concerns of remake trilogy plot changes. I don't think it's going to be a storyline that will betray the fans of the original.
I'm already bored by the fucking title. What?
All right, so
go on. Why should we love this?
Final Fantasy VII is the greatest JRPG of all time. JRPG.
Okay.
Savage, JRPG is Japanese role-playing game. Okay.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, Jewish role-playing game? What? That seems super weird. Coming from LA, it's like it's gonna be a Jewish role game, right?
Yeah, it's of course, especially coming from the San Fernando Valley, you're like, oh,
It's
and the high holy days, they're coming up,
I'm not even gonna start. I'm not even gonna start.
So Final Fantasy VII was a game that came out in 1997.
Oh my god, that's so great.
Yeah. And it is
some of
my
the best games. Go on.
It is a time vampire. Okay. And what I mean by time vampire is you always judge a game on a couple of different scales, and the ultimate scale of a great video game is something called a time vampire, which is basically something that steals the time from you, because you get so into the game that you lose all concept of time.
I can call out the game Myst for that one.
Yeah, Myst was great.
Whoa.
So this game came out my senior year in high school. Yes, I graduated in 1997. And my parents could attest that, or especially my dad, who was also played a lot of video games. This game stole a lot of my time, and it was a great game. Final Fantasy VII is the quintessential #1 best game on the PlayStation 1 ever. I don't care what anyone says. So when the director responds to concerns over Remake Trilogy's plot changes, he says, I don't think it's going to be a storyline that will betray the fans. So but if you're changing the storyline from the original game...
Is he?
Well, I don't think it's going to be a storyline that will... So fans are concerned about the changes of the storyline.
Well, here's the thing is we're also talking about Hollywood, where they put things out like, oh, word is that this character is a transgender character, for example, and the internet goes fucking crazy, and the studio goes, oh, interesting. That's not what's actually happening, but I'm glad that we put that out there. Okay, so then they alter based on this information. Now, that's not always how it works, but that's how it works a lot of the time.
Well, so in response to concerns held by many fans, when all is said and done, the trilogy story will be drastically different from the original game's original Final Fantasy VII director, recent Final Fantasy VII Rebirth producer, Yoshinori. I don't know how to say it. I'm not
Yoshinori.
Yoshinori
Kitase
has attempted to assure them that despite any changes the plot may see, it will not betray the fans of the original.
So maybe there are things that are changed, but then it still makes it so that that these things are changed, but in the end it's still the same. I don't know what to say, because
all right, let's keep reading, because I have thoughts.
You seem very, very
well. I have thoughts.
Personally attacked by this. So let's hear about it.
Final Fantasy VII is the greatest JRPG after and then Chrono Trigger is the next one.
And then Chrono Trigger.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Dude, Super Nintendo, bro.
Kitase, who previously worked as a designer or producer on such classic Square titles as Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy X, and Kingdom Hearts. Oh, I got a story about Kingdom Hearts, y'all. And
really?
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts was my idea because I worked at Disney. Yeah, mine. Anyway, quote me on it. You can copy and paste it, because I will have witnesses and everything else.
Oh, anyway. Salty says Kingdom Hearts was his idea, folks. Print it and put it in a short.
It's true, actually. I wrote an entire. Anyway, we'll get into that later. His thoughts on Remake Trilogy's story during a recent interview given alongside Rebirth director Naoki Hamaguchi and battle director Teruki Endo.
You're doing a great job.
To Anime News Network executive editor Lindsay Leverage. I can read that one.
Oh, Squarehead. Oh, wait,
not Squarehead. Not Squarehead. Okay.
Leslie. Oh no, God damn it.
Still is gay though. Amidst a larger discussion regarding Rebirth's direction and its upcoming sequel, Lindsay eventually pressed her guests as to what they consider to be the wildest fan theory you've seen about the trilogy so far. Okay. Cloud, something wrong?
Go on with that cleavage shot there. I'm like, wait a minute.
Tifa Lockhart. Yeah. Oh, you know this.
Good.
Yeah.
Something wrong.
Following an outburst of laughter from the group of Square Enix's devs. Oh, where?
What?
You need
Square
an
Enix
apostrophe S right here, by the way.
Square Enix.
Hamaguchi first replied after the Otakon. I can never do Japanese. 2024 panel yesterday. We were chatting with the voice actors over dinner, and this exact topic came up. Funnily enough. Oh, really? What was it? Ooh.
Funnily enough.
We were talking about Chadley, which is the character who supports Cloud and Rebirth. He recalled, and we were talking about how, like, some people think about he's actually evil and will turn out to be the last boss in the final title. We were cracking up about that.
Were you? Because it's exactly what you were planning on doing.
So this is offensive. This is the part that's offensive.
Why is it offensive? I still
Salty Papa says Kingdom Hearts was his creation. I was dude, guys. I'm not lying. Okay,
we should talk about it on BTM.
We actually should. Anyway,
not on our show. Like, definitely not on our show. Like, let's talk about it on somebody else's show.
But I will say, I'm on record as saying, I came up with the idea for Kingdom Hearts. Thank you very much.
Seen it, familiar with it, played it. That's very interesting.
From what I heard, they changed Dine's storyline already. Yeah, I'm dude. Okay, so finding himself at a loss compared to his colleagues, Katase then asserted, I don't know if this is something unexpected or anything, and I guess there's not really a specific thing or theory that I can commit on right now. But we do hear a lot of players, different conjectures saying, oh, how much will this change from the original? And I do want to comment that I don't think it's how it will be.
It jumped.
No, I'm scrolling.
I know. Okay, that's fine. All right. So I mean, I don't know if we need more, but
no. So
go on. Explain to us why this is important.
So the number one thing that I have an issue with is that
Tell me where they touched you. Tell me.
So they've been trying to milk Final Fantasy VII because Final Fantasy VII made more money than Titanic did. Okay, so Titanic and Final Fantasy VII came out the same year, and Final Fantasy VII made a lot more money than Titanic did. Actually, Final Fantasy VII made more money than any Hollywood production ever at that time, because Titanic was like the best-selling movie that broke records, whatever. And Final Fantasy VII made more money than that. So, and the thing that's funny about Final Fantasy VII is that the storyline is it's like woke before woke ever was a thing. It's very environmentalist. And I remember watching it or playing it because I loved it, but then being kind of like, oh yeah, environmentalism, because the environmentalists are always destroying the environment. They're never actually saving the environment. But anyway, I digress. What's really offensive about it is they're trying to put new characters in. So they've done a lot of like spin-offs. You got Cloud, like, and then you got like, there was like a spin-off with there was like a little side story in Final Fantasy VII where you got the real soldier, because Cloud's not really the real soldier. It was the other guy. And, you know, Tifa had a romance with him and they were from the same town, blah, blah, blah. Sorry. But so there's been a lot of spin-offs. And so one of the spin-offs has this character.
Okay.
And this character is now going to be present in a very prominent way in Final Fantasy VII.
Wow, it sounds like the Star Wars universe almost.
Yeah, as like an end game character. So they're completely, totally changing the entire story. And you're like, dude, what the
dude? And you're like, dude. And I'm like, what? And you're like, dude. And I'm like, what? And you're like,
so like, I'm sorry
dude.
for boring everybody. Like,
No.
I love
This is what we're here for, man.
like, I love Final Fantasy VII.
This is a Final Fantasy support group. We're here for you. We're here to tell you that Magnum PI is the #1 action intro. Wait,
dude,
what is
I
this
don't
now?
know. I don't know if I can use bounding into comics anymore because the friggin'. Okay, so the next one is.
What is up with this weird top of the thing?
I know it's the ad, dude. And it's so annoying, dude. Guys, come on, man, fix your site.
Oh.
All right, so Lollipop Chainsaw, and the reason why I want to talk about this one, I actually worked on this. I actually worked on this game as well.
Really? What a great name.
So Lollipop Chainsaw. So who's doing the new Superman movie? James Gunn, right?
James Gunn. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So James Gunn was the original director of Lollipop Chainsaw. Really cool. I also worked on the marketing and packaging for this game.
What is Lollipop Chainsaw? It's just a game? I've not heard of this.
Have you not heard of this game?
No, I have not. Like, it's a great name. Fill me in. What's Lollipop Chainsaw?
So Lollipop Chainsaw is it's like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's basically Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but she has her boyfriend on a keychain who's headless now because he became he got bit by a zombie. And so she cut his head off and then attached it to something magic. It's basically Buffy the Vampire Slayer as a video game. Is really what it is. And she has a chainsaw.
Okay.
And she basically is going around killing all the zombies with the chainsaw, like cutting all their heads off. It's a video game.
I can dig that.
Game. Yeah, it's a fun game. And so Lollipop Chainsaw Repop director debunks accusations of censorship, says change of game engines. It's game engine because there's not it's just the change of the game engine.
Is that how many cylinders does it have?
Dude, seriously, can we get some spell checkers and grammar Nazis I shouldn't say that on YouTube. Not bounding into comics because
not seas but oceans.
Yeah, not see the grammar. That it's not game engines, it's game engine. They changed game engine. They changed their game engine.
The game engine.
Yeah, because it's just one.
They didn't.
Engine.
There's not multiple. Anyway.
Yeah. Cause reduction in jiggle physics. Okay, so what are the jiggle physics? Savage.
Jiggle physics. Oh my god. Jiggle.
They
physics.
might be
the. So first of all, I think I may know a little bit about jiggle physics. A guy that I worked with actually, he was an editor and he was a great editor. He was very funny. He was one of those kind of twisted guys that like you weren't expecting the kind of humor to come from him. But he was like, "Oh, I used to work at Girls Gone Wild." I was like, "What? What?" And he was like, "Hey, when the girls are jumping up and down and like the little the censored bar like stays over their nipples." He's like, "I created that." He was like, I called it the jiggle bar.
The jiggle bar.
He's like, I was working and he's like, I figured out a way to like lock onto and track like nipples. Like he was like, and I figured it out. I'm like, how long did you sit in the edit bay to figure that out, bro?
So this is how twisted Hollywood is, by the way. So James Gunn directed this game. And I worked on this game when I worked at a company called Trailer Park. And so Juliet, which is this character, voiced by Tara Strong. Tara Strong has done like every voice acting for all your childhood. Like Phineas and Ferb, Fairly Odd Parents, and then does this game, right? So that's Hollywood for you.
Oh yes. Oh, she's great.
Yeah, she is super great. She is super
Titans.
great. Yeah.
She's in Loki. Oh yeah, she's in Loki.
So and one of the things I did, I actually designed the one of the logos for this game. I did a lot of stuff. One of the icons for this game. So the jiggle cam essentially is this. Okay, are you guys ready? Wait, can I make this video bigger? Okay. Hold on. This is the jiggle cam. Ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
That's before and this is after. Okay. So, hold on. This is before. That's after. This is what people are mad about. Okay. So what they're mad about is they're mad about
I'm okay. First of all, I'm more mad about the Choco Taco design of the energy bar on the side. Like what?
Here's the thing. The game engine went more realistic. The game engine
who sits
went
there? Her boobs don't independently breathe. Like, what's going on?
I'm sorry, Andrew Campbell. Not natural versus implants. That is incorrect. This is not natural. Natural boobs this size don't jiggle like Jello. They don't jiggle like Jello. Okay, that's just weird. So the new engine is more accurate.
I'm thinking about them jiggling like Jello.
Yeah, but they don't because she's got a cheerleader sports bra on.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, so like when the cheerleader sports bra is on. Okay.
Are you trying to like explain to us how like women's boobs work?
Well, yeah, I used to do life drawing, and I'm
no, dude. Believe me, dude.
I've studied boobs my whole life. I've studied boobs my whole life.
No. Let's not fret. Like your boobs are great, bro. Like your boobs are fantastic, but like
no, on the cover, no. On that cover, the boobs are not good. On that cover, the boobs are like terribly awkward on that cover.
Stretch? You don't like the stretch boobs?
No, those boobs are the worst. Those are actually the worst boobs on that cover. I didn't draw that cover though, so I did not draw that cover. I'm embarrassed by the boobs on that cover.
They look like they're natural, and she's definitely not wearing a bra.
No, they don't look natural. Don't lie. You're being kind, but on that cover, the boobs look fake and not natural. But I know natural boobs, and you will see natural boobs inside.
What is the cover of this that I'm talking about? Sounds good.
Sounds do good. My comic book. But I did not draw that cover. Someone else did, and that person may have never seen boobs in their life.
If you want to see the reveal of me opening that comic, it's on the last live stream I did in between our little hiatus there.
So weird guys that have never seen boobs in real life are mad that a girl in a sports bra, sports halter top,
don't care. I don't care that her boobs don't move as much. Like, what the fuck do I care?
Boobs don't move like this, guys.
Why would I care about that?
They don't move like
Why
this.
would I even take the time to record it to be like, oh, dude, the boobs aren't moving like they used to. I can't believe they changed it. Like who? What? What is that? What are you using the video game for? Are you not just playing the video game?
Well, let's be honest. It's harder to date in 2024.
Whatever.
And it's hard, but
oh my god, it's harder to date. Oh,
it is.
Boo, boo. Oh
well,
my
no,
god.
bro.
It's so much easier to date. Get out of here. You could be.
No, it is harder to date.
You are lazy at home. You out there, you who doesn't have confidence, you out there are lazy at home, and you could be crushing it.
Simply Great says, "Don't care, jiggle.
Don't care,
jiggle."
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, be honest though. But Simply Green, as always, is honest. He's always honest, and he says he doesn't care. He wants jiggle, but that's fine. He's not arguing like,
I'm not mad.
It's not. But I'm just saying, my whole point is that the new engine actually is more realistic.
Isn't it though? Meow.
It's just, and I like realism in my video games. No, I don't. She's killing zombies, whatever.
Whatever. All right, I've been slow on the don't care.
He's all, Simply Green. Wait, Simply Green says, you know what?
Justify removing jiggle.
Well,
maybe you should.
Maybe. I don't know.
Where are we at here?
Your boobs planning. And then he corrected himself. Your
Boob splaining. I love it. I was like trying to figure out.
Wait, hold on. Simply says, I want to see DOA physics. Oh, you don't even know what DOA is. Do you, Savage?
Dead on Arrival? What?
DOA is one of the best fighting games ever.
Is it? Wait, DOA.
You don't know DOA?
I don't.
Do I need to educate you on DOA?
I don't always use acronyms for everything. Did the game come out and it said DOA on the front of it? Or did it have an actual name? It's not Dungeons and Dragons, obviously, but what did it have a name?
No, so DOA stands for Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
And Dead or Alive was a fighting game that was like kind of like Tekken. It's more like Tekken than Street Fighter 2. You remember Street Fighter, right? Like grew up with Street Fighter.
Extremely
and
familiar
Mortal Kombat.
with all of these other games. Yes, I'm just not familiar with DOA apparently.
So DOA is a fighting game more like Tekken. Do you remember Tekken? You got to remember Tekken.
Yes, absolutely remember Tekken. I played it. I have a version on Sega Dreamcast.
So like DOA and I'm trying to pull up, but you've got
I bet you're trying to pull up.
After
watching that jiggle for a while. Hello.
No, because like DOA 4 has the most jiggle. Like DOA 4 has the most jiggle. So if you like fighting games, or
yeah, because that's right. Some of those fighting games back in the day where they were just like, no, her boobs are bigger and you get to punch them now in a special move. And you're like, what? That's awesome. But also like, what? That's crazy.
So I think we're up to like, okay, Simply Green, correct me if I'm wrong. We're up to like Dead or Alive 7 now?
Oh my
like
gosh.
7?
Really? That's awesome.
Or 8.
That's awesome if it is. I mean, we're up to like Street Fighter 26.
Those no, we've had Street Fighter 2 and then just variations of that for the last
750 different versions of Street Fighter 2. And then they did one Street Fighter 3 and there's like, no, just make it Street Fighter 2 but different. And you're like, oh, okay.
But Street Fighter 3 actually had Fei Long, and Fei Long is my favorite character.
Fei Long. You would love a Fei.
All right, so I think I've run out of things to talk about, man.
Have we? Oh, dude, you know what we didn't do? Oh, yeah. We didn't do this because we keep forgetting to do this.
Oh.
But some awesome dude made an intro for our stuff. So we keep the production level high and I stay higher somehow. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and sorry. But you know what time it is?
I love that you took a hit of your vape, and I already know because, guys, I've known Savage for over a decade. Has it been like 14 years, 15 years? Like, how long has it been?
Since
I've known you longer than I've been married.
Yeah, it hasn't been. I don't think it's been 14 or 15, but it's been. I think it's in the double digits. I don't know.
No, it is beyond the double.
I don't know if it's 15 though.
It might be 14. 13?
You know what? Hold on. I think it might be 12 or 13 years.
13 years, bro.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm like, what year is it? October?
I have to say though, chat, I do love this guy because you have no idea. We used to hang out at an LA bar in an undisclosed location, just talking like we talk now to you.
Just like
in LA.
I use
stupid.
I use a lot less expletives on here. And I also use a lot less controlled substances on here.
Well, yeah,
Hey, here's to that. But anyway, this is the record of the week time.
The record of the week.
Now running a Plants and Record store. We had a great day today. We didn't. You know what? I don't know if I even. I worked all day today. I don't even know if I sold one record today. I think
Did you sell any plants?
I sold a bunch of plants, but we did. It was a new plant day, so we got a bunch of new plants in. We got some exotics. We also got like some Venus flytraps and stuff like that because we're doing a thing with a local theater for the Little Shop of Horrors, and we're making their lobby look like a plant store, like making it feel better. So we're filling their lobby.
Oh, that's super cool.
To make it super cool, we're gonna we have information things, and I've written out a bunch of I use my Emmy-winning skills to type out a bunch of very interesting and quirky notes about these plants with references to the Little Shop of Horrors, and it's awesome. But nonetheless, record of the week. I didn't sell a record today, but I tell you what, I'm going to sell you on this record. The record of the week it actually comes from the other side of the world, and I really hope that
I wish that I hope that our two favorite
other side of the world,
Adam Dawson and Andrew Campbell, are still watching,
are still around, because we're going with Men at Work. Oh my gosh, this
might be one of my most all-time favorite albums, man.
Is it really? Is it really?
Yes, dude. Absolutely.
I did not realize how much I enjoyed this album until I was in the record store. I have to admit there's a horrendous thing that I have to admit. I love music so much. I've been involved in music for so many years, and the idea of not knowing who an artist was for a major song is just a terrible feeling when you're like, wait, that isn't, John and the Beaver Brown Band or whatever. So who can it be now? The first track on side one. It's so good. Who can it be now? I think, hold on. I think, Nope. Cancel. Don't do that. Oh my God. Cancel all these things. Savage, what are you doing? Okay, there it is. So, oh my gosh. I didn't even choose one.
Oh, we're totally getting copyright struck.
But just boom.
This is why, Savage, we have to go on Rumble. This is why we have to go on Rumble, because we can just play the whole thing.
But just immediately.
The whole thing.
All right. So this song,
so good.
Until I was in, and I had worked on, I had interned on radio, and then I went to college, and I had gone, and I had been listening to music and been so involved in and out of music for years. I don't think it was until I was in my 30s that I realized that this song wasn't Huey Lewis and the News.
Shut up! Are you serious?
Dude.
Oh my God.
If you don't, if you're not looking, if you only listen to it.
No. Much better than Huey Lewis and the News. Are you kidding me?
No. Don't fret on Huey Lewis and the News.
Oh, I will.
Fantastic. Huey Lewis and the News. They are fantastic and incredible Bay Area product out of Marin.
Greatest Men at Work song ever in life.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
This is the number one song.
But I was just getting to the fact that I could not believe that, and I was like, oh my God. And then I listened to this, and that was years ago. But then there's a couple other sayings. I come from the land down under, where the women fall and men under. But
such a good album.
This album, once I started listening to it, dude, this album is a banger from front to back. Be good, be good, be good. Be good, be good, be good, be good, be good, be good, be good. It's
Johnny.
It is so good. And this is 100% an album of the week that I grabbed this from a collection. Collection came in. I pulled this out. I put a price on it, and I put a sleeve. I put the sleeves over here. I put a sleeve on it. I put a price on it, and then we took it and we put it like that day. We played it in the store, and by the time we got to the end of side 2, Heather and I looked at each other and we were like, so this is a house record, right? Like, we're not going to sell this. We're not selling this record. Yeah. So the price is still on it, and this is an original.
You can't sell it.
This is an original pressing, but the price is still on it. But this is sitting in the house records department at the house records department.
Well, you know what you should do? You know what would be smart is that if you take that record and you sell it, but then you guys get a CD player. And then you play all the CDs of the records you're trying to sell.
What I usually do is I wait for another collection to come in, and then when I get another version of I just find the better version. I'm like, oh, well, this one will be my version. It usually happens with some random, like, I like random stuff like some Jerry Rafferty. I was listening to some nice like yacht rock, some Jerry Rafferty the other day, and I was like, "Oh, hello, Snakes and Ladders. What a great album. Okay, a nice random, like, this guy looks like he's like named Hobo Joe Junkpan, and he came in on like the 4:30 a.m. train, and he's sleeping in your gutter. But the dude is like an incredible musical artist. But that's not the point. The point is that this record by Men at Work, Business as Usual, is unbelievably, like, it's so good, and it sounds like it's of the times. And I'm so glad that you like it so much, because
it's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite bands, and it's one of my favorite albums, because the 80s,
the 80s are just the best. So that certifies that Men at Work, Business as Usual, is the Salty and Savage. Oh my God, our production value is through the roof. God, dude, Kimmel's gonna be calling, and we're gonna go on right before him. It's gonna be Kimmel.
Oh, F Kimmel.
No, I know. I was just waiting for you to say something.
I worked right down the street from that studio, and it was the worst. The only good time I ever had was when I met Jane Lynch outside Jimmy Kimmel's studio.
Jane Lynch.
I fucking love her, man.
She's great. Always there to play. There's actors, and there's people who are like, when you get up and talk to them, and you go, "Oh, hey, what's up?" and they go, "Oh, hey, what's up?" Like, they're right there to play, and Jane Lynch is on top of it.
I was trying to walk by her down Hollywood Boulevard, past the theater.
You couldn't.
And she bumped into me by accident, and she turned around and grabbed me and was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so," because she like bumped into me really hard, and she like grabbed me by the shoulder. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." And I was like,
she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're 5'4".
And I'm like, "It's cool." And she's like, "No, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." She's like, "I really hit you." I'm all, "Yeah, I know, I'm fine." She's like, "You're a tough son of a bitch." And I was like, "Well, thank you."
Well, thank you. So
have a nice night. I want to go home now.
usually the reaction, like, you're walking on the street and then Jane Lynch hits you.
Oh yeah. And on that note, I've been salty.
Dude, you have been salty, and I have been quite savage.
And I think we might actually say goodnight.
Are you ready to wrap, buddy?
Yeah.
Let's,
I got cats. Apparently I got like two more cats.
Dude, your family has like not quite doubled, but in the last week, it's quadrupled. Like it's or doubled. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Can we get a hell yeah for all the animal love was gonna say like house.
You know,
I
I'm
was gonna
not
say, like,
I'm not breeding him yet, so
I was gonna say like housing, but then husbandry came to my head, and I'm like, that's just hysterical. I have to say it out loud. And but I think we all totally appreciate the fact that, you know, when kittens come out of the woods, you're like, oh, guess who has a new home? And you got like a bird phoenix who shows up out of nowhere, and you're like, guess who's eating with the dogs? Dude, the bird eating with the dogs. I don't know if the internet's even ready for that. That's fucking amazing. Like, the birds are eating with the dogs. Like, this is like is it chaos?
Oh, it's coming.
Beautiful?
It's coming to your home, because now that you live in the middle of nowhere too, like I do.
Oh,
it's gonna happen, man.
I already had to kick out the hobo that was living in the train swell right across from my apartment. I was like, oh, hey, I'm out there with the dogs, and I'm like, what's that sound? And I put a flashlight, and there's like a guy whose like head pops up, and the big Obi, the big dog, he was like, and I'm like, dude, don't move. Don't move. Just stay right there. But just know that this is a terrible, whatever it is you're doing, laying right here at like, I don't know, it's like 3 a.m. or whatever. Like, no, it's just bad. It's just bad. And then I turned the flashlight off so the dog like didn't see it. Took the dogs back inside. It's like, oh my God. If that hobo's out there tomorrow, God damn it. Dude, it's wild. The Midwest is wild.
You know who would demand that he stay there?
You think it's raccoons, and it turns out to be train hobos.
Well, you know who would demand that he stay? Gets to stay there, right?
Oh my God, who would?
You live here? Yes. Well, maybe you know what a zombie is.
When a person dies and is buried, it seems there's certain voodoo priests who have the power to bring him back to life.
Oh, horrible.
It's worse than horrible, because a zombie has no will of his own. You see them sometimes walking around blindly with dead eyes, following orders, not knowing what they do, not caring.
You mean like Democrats?
You mean? Yeah, dude, that clip honestly does never get old, though. That is pretty great. It's not wrong. And it's not wrong. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. It's like Bob Hope. You're like, there's the reason they named the airport after like the guy who like every business around this is now going to be the butt of his joke. All right, dude. Well, if we want to rock and roll, then let's rock and roll. That was a hell of a show. Hell of a show.
Welcome back, Savage. We're back.
Welcome
weekly
back,
on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific, and 10 p.m.
And we're gonna
Eastern.
Yeah, we're gonna say some more bullshit and all that stuff.
Talk about jiggly things and video games and pop culture. We're back, guys. We're back, and thank you for being here. And if you're watching on X, we always have way more people watching on X than we do YouTube. Come to YouTube, hit the like and subscribe on the YouTube, because X isn't going to pay us as fast as YouTube is, and we're trying to get monetized so that we can do this maybe more than once a week.
Maybe
that
would be fun. I mean, if
that would be fun.
I mean, I can probably still.
I think our goal for the show is to do 5 nights a week, 1 hour a night for you guys. That would be our goal.
But, insanity.
All right,
but awesome. Yeah,
love the chat. Thanks for being here, everybody.
The chat is so clutch every time, like hysterical. Great suggestions. Also, just remember that we're never wrong about the top 5. The top 5 on the Salty and Savage.
We are always right.
Supreme. So, thank you guys so much. We love you, and we will see you. We'll see you next time. Let's do it.
Bye.
Peace out.
savage.